Session is now called to order. Everybody rise for the singing of the national anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, buyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka masisingil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bakaw, may nilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidinig. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng warangit pagsikta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga akin, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please remain standing for a prayer to be led by Honorable Marisol Panotes.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, as we enter this workplace, we bring your presence with us. We speak your peace, your grace, your mercy, and your perfect order in this office. We acknowledge your power over all that will be spoken, thought, decided, and done within these walls. Lord, we thank you for the gifts you have blessed us with. We commit to use them responsibly in your honor. Give us a fresh supply of strength to do our jobs. Anoint our projects, ideas, and energy, so that even our smallest accomplishment may bring you glory. Lord, when we are confused, guide us. When we are weary, energize us. When we are burnt out, infuse us with the light of the Holy Spirit. May the work that we do and the way we do it bring faith, joy, and peace to all. Almighty and eternal Father, we praise and thank you for calling us to serve your people. Give us your anointment and help us not to seek power nor position, but rather make us a vessel of your grace to touch the lives of our people and to seek to be worthy of your love. Lord, mold us to your heart. Use us as a channel of your compassion. Help us to be worthy of your trust, that we may be an instrument of peace and hope to everyone. Give us courage to be an agent of change, to achieve our dream of transformation. Finally, we ask you to heal our land and to restore faith and righteousness in our nation. This we ask in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
In the name of the Father,
Thank
the
you,
Son,
Congressman Panotes, Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we defer the calling of the roll. So moved,
Is-
Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we defer the approval of the journal. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam
Speaker.
Speaker, minute suspension, Madam Speaker.
Session suspended.
Mag-roll call tayo. Kabili kay roll call. Oh, magkakalita ka na yan. Right after. Mamaya pang gabi yun. Mamaya, di-dispense na naman yung ano mo. After the roll call, has to be heard already.
Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we call the roll call.
Is there an objection? The
Roll
chair
of
hears
members.
none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to call the roll of members.
Roll call of members, honorable representatives, Abaya, Abayon, Bellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adyong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Matong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Mentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Magilat, Banal, Barbers, Barzaga, Batawil, Batucabe, Bautista Bendigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulot Bectang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro France, Castro Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coanco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cua, Quaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, De los Montalia, Dimoporo Abdullah, Dimoporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit, Durano, D, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Rigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Evardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia Gwendoline, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gacetaya, Gatchelian, Ron, Go, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Rosetta, Gullias, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D, Hofer, Halushos, Javier, Ko, Conhun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lazatin, Leachon, Lee, Lim Kai Chong, Lobregat, Lopez Benher, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magundadato Suarto, Magundadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Millana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Velasco, Nunez Malanyaon, Luminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Remisias Agabas, Kimbo, Radaza, Ramiresato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roa Puno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sabillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, C. Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherny, Tejada, Teves, Tiangco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villaraza Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Violago, Yap Artur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Mar Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri. Speakers present. Madam Speaker, the roll call shows that 183 members responded to the call.
With 183 members responding to the call, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we approve Journal Number 38, dated December 5, 2018. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, may we acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Milagros Aquino Magsaysay. They are from Save Luna, Coalition of OFW Associations in La Union, Anakti Luna, Federation of Senior Citizens Associations of Luna, San Juan Union Consumers Cooperative, Save the Beauty of La Union Coalition, Greenpeace, and the Philippine Movement for Climate Justice. So move, Madam Speaker.
The guest of Honorable Magsaysay, please stand up. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we now proceed with the reference of business and request that the Secretary General be directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as communications and committee reports. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the bills and resolutions on first reading for referral to the appropriate committee.
Reference of business, bills on first reading, House Bill 8716, renaming the Mactan Cebu International Airport to Lapu-Lapu International Airport, Representative Bolivares.
To the Committee of Transportation.
House Bill 8717, waiving government fees and charges on the issuance of documents required in the application for employment, Representative Balonte.
To the Committee of Labor and Employment.
House Bill 8721, establishing green building rooftops on all government and privately owned buildings, Representative C. Alvarado.
To the Committee of Ecology.
House Bill 8722, amending Republic Act 7432 as amended by Republic Act 9994, otherwise known as the Expanded Senior Citizens Act, Representative Bagaching.
To the Special Committee on Senior Citizens.
House Bill 8723, strengthening the protection and management of waterways and water systems, Representative Kua.
To the Committee of Natural Resources.
Resolutions, House Resolution 2348, urging the House to the Committee on Human Rights to investigate on Memorandum Order Number 32, Representative Sarati, Tino, Franz Castro, and Brosas.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2349, calling for an inquiry in relation to the illegal raid conducted against the property of Mayor Jasmine and Vice Mayor Glycerio Monton Jr., Representative Amante.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message from the President, message dated 6 December 2018, requesting further extension of martial law and suspension of the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus in Mindanao.
To the Committee on Rules.
Messages from the Senate, message dated December 3, informing the House and Senate even date passed Senate Bill 1413.
To the Committee of Basic Education and Culture.
Message dated December 3, informing the House and Senate even date passed Senate Bill 2063.
To the Committee on Cooperatives Development.
Messages dated December 10, informing the House and Senate even date passed with amendments House Bill number 7753, 7385, and 6167.
To the Committee of Legislative Franchises.
Message dated December 10, informing the House that the even date Senate approved the Conference Committee report of the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of Senate Bill 1477, House Bill 8239.
To the Committee on Rules.
Committee reports, report numbers 1003, 1004, and 1005, and House Bill numbers 8724, 8725, and 8726.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report numbers 1006 and 1007, House Bill numbers 8727 and 8728.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report numbers 1008, 1009, 1010, and 1011 on House Bill numbers 8729, 8730, 8731, and 8732.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1012 on House Bill number 8733.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1013 on House Bill number 8734.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report numbers 1014, 1015, 1016, House Bill numbers 8735, 8736, 8212.
To the Committee on Rules.
Report number 1017, House Bill number 8741.
To the Committee on Rules.
Additional reference of business resolutions, House Resolution 2350, giving consent to His Excellency Eduardo C. A. de Vega, former Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of the Philippines to Mexico from 31 March to 23 April 2018, to receive the award of the Orden Mexicana del Águila Azteca, Representative Feliciana Belmonte.
To the Committee on Foreign Affairs.
House Resolution 2351, recognizing and fully supporting the efforts of President Moon Jae-in of the Republic of Korea to bring peace, reconciliation, prosperity, and stability in the Korean Peninsula.
To the Committee on Foreign Affairs.
House Resolution 2352, strongly urging the DOJ and the PNP to review the recent resolutions in the cases involving the Mega Shabu Lab in Catanduanes, Representative Cesar Sarmiento.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2353, conveying to the DFA a concern in the manner by which the Immigration and Refugee Board of Canada heard and eventually approved the ludicrous claim for refugee protection, Representative Sandaya, Marcoleta, and Suarez.
To Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Majority Leader, Honorable Rolando Andaya, for his privileged speech.
The Honorable Majority Leader Rolando Indaya is recognized.
Yes, thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Allow me to rise on a question of personal and collective privilege.
in which I, including the members of the House, would like to seek to reestablish the House's power over the budget. In the past few days, this institution, including its leadership, has been maligned wrongly in the media regarding the exercise of its inherent and constitutional power. Recently, I was informed that there was an allegation that the big allocations were the allies of our present Speaker. Madam Speaker, nothing can be further from the truth. Let us all remember that when the NEP or the budget was submitted to us, it was done under the previous leadership of the House. So logic dictates that the large allocations per district would be from the allies of the previous leadership and not from the present leadership. But that aside, Mr. Speaker, let us all first, let me remind everyone that anyone who believes that a reenacted budget will result into economic slowdown, specifically in the first and second quarter, as routinely announced by our Secretary of Budget, in which he said a delayed budget, as predicted by the Senate, will result in the economic slowdown in the first and second quarter. Madam Speaker, that's a lot of hot air coming from his rear end. That is not true. Any person who believes that does not know his history. First of all, during his tenure as Secretary of Budget in the year 2000, the budget was passed on February. Did the sky fall down? Did the country collapse? I don't think so. We're still here. In the year 2007, the budget was passed on March 22. And in that year, we experienced large economic growth. First quarter, we had 6.9% growth, and the second quarter, a mind-boggling 8.3% growth for the second quarter. Let us not forget, Madam Speaker, that budgeting is not about expenditure. It's all about revenues. Let us not forget that. So, kahit na mas maliit yung budget, kahit na dede yung budget, depende naman yan dun sa namumuno sa DBM. Hindi naman po yan depende sa trabaho ng Kongreso. Dahil yung Kongreso, iba naman po ang trabaho at dapat balangkasin niya ang binibigay sa atin. Cite a case in point, minadali natin masyado yung 2018 budget. Hindi man lang natin tiningnan, pinasa natin in record time. Buti na lang, ngayon tinitingnan natin yung budget at makikita natin yung performance at kung saan sana pumasok yung Kongreso para naman hindi madehado tayo lahat. Bibigyan ko po kayo ng example. Noong 2017, ang budget ng flood control ng Public Works ay 73 billion. Hindi natin alam, dahil minandali natin, noong 2018, ang naging budget ng flood control, 123 billion. 68% increase or 50 billion increase. Eh mabuti na lang ho kung napunta ron sa mga lugar na nangangailangan. Sa Bulacan, sa Pampanga, sa Pangasinan, sa Metro Manila. Pero pagtingnan natin, hindi pala ron napunta. Kasi nagmamadali tayo. Hindi natin tiningnan. Hindi naman po ito hiningi ng mga mambabatas eh. Pero naandun sa proposal. Ano naman ang gagawin nila? Naandun sa proposal eh. Kahit hindi nila hinihingi. Pero ano nangyari? Napunta lang itong mga flood control na to sa mga distrito na hindi naman humihingi ng flood control. I'll be very specific. I'll go down to the details. Huwag na tayo paligoy-ligoy pa. Sasabihin ko na anong distrito. Katabi ko naman yung dalawa eh. Sa second district ng Sorsogon at sa distrito ng Catanduanes. Katabi ko yung dalawang congressman dito. Sa second district ng Sorsogon, may bumabang halos 2 bilyon na flood control na hindi naman ho hinihingi o walang kamuang-muang yung kinatawan. Sa Catanduanes, sa kasalukuyang taon na to, ang flood control niya, additional 500 million ang binigay sa distrito ni Congressman Sarmiento na wala rin siyang kamuang-muang. Pero pinasa natin dahil ang sabi, yan daw yung proposal ng ehekutibo, wag daw nating gagalawin. Bawal daw yon. Pero nung kinausap ko naman yung ating mahal na Pangulo, ang sabi naman niya sa akin, gawin niyo trabaho niyo. Do what you have to do. Kung tingin yung tatanggalin niyo, tanggalin niyo. Dumagdag pa nga siya, humirit pa nga na, pwede bang idagdag mo tong mga kampo na papaayusin ko dahil umiikot ako lagi sa mga military camp. So yung utos o yung panakot sa atin na huwag gagalawin yan, sa totoo lang, nilinin lang tayo para wag natin makita yung nangyayari. At ito po ngayon nangyari sa 2 distritong pinag-uusapan natin. Gawin na lang natin example yung distrito ng Sorsogon, 2nd District. Papakita ko sa inyo kung paano na-bid at kanino napunta ang mga proyektong ito. Hindi lang flood control, pero halos lahat. Ito po, oh. Yan yung mga, unang-una, paalam ko pala, yung webpage ng Public Works sa Region 5, bar down na. So wala na akong makuhang detalye. Wala na akong makuhang data. Buti na lang, naka-print out ako ng isang page lang. Pero yung isang page na yan, kitang-kita nyo yung kwento. Yan yung lahat ng mga projects sa Sorsogon. Yang mga bilog na yan, lahat yan, isang kontraktor lang. Labing 30 project, isang kontraktor lang. Yan ang nangyayari pag minamadali mo ang budget. Hindi mo nakikita na hindi pa pala pinapasa yung budget, kinarni na. And to think tayo yung inaakusahan ng pork barrel. Yan po, hindi pa pasado yung budget, may-ari na. At pagdating ng Enero 1, pag naging batas na ang budget, yung contractor na yan, sa kanya na yan lahat ng project na yan. Isa-subcontract na lang niya yan sa mga ibang kontraktor. Pero ang mas nakakatakot, tingnan po niyo yung pangalan ng kontraktor. Meron po akong kopya ng kontrata niya. Ito pa lang pong kontraktor na to, na 30 na po ang project, hindi man lang po pala korporasyon. Hindi man lang single A, triple A na kumpanya. Isa siyang single proprietorship para pong sari-sari store. Pero ang tinatrabaho niya, bilyon. Paano po nangyari yun? Hindi naman pwedeng district engineer lang ang gagawa niyan. Kailangan meron mas mataas na nagkukumpas para mangyari yan. Ayan po, oh, sample ng kontrata niya, nakalagay, a sole proprietorship duly organized and existing under by virtue of the laws of the Philippines. Paano nangyari yun? Bilyon na kontrata, single proprietorship. That is bad business practice. Mali yan. Hindi pwede yan. Bawal yan. Pero nangyari na. At ito pang malala. Ang mga project na yan, nasa Catanduanes at nasa Sorsogon. Saan ba yung contractor na to na single proprietorship? Sa Bulacan. Paano nangyari yun? Single proprietorship na nasa Bulacan, na-corner lahat ng kontrata sa kaduluduluhan ng ibang reyon. May mirakulong nangyari dyan. I understand that a lot of members have the same experience. Maybe it's about time some of you stand up for us to retake the power of the purse. We have been misunderstood and maligned all these years. We have actually managed to decrease our influence over the budget. Now, with me coming out and showing you hard proof of what you know, what has been done to you, maybe it's about time we all, as one voice, stand up and expose this sham. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Anthony Bravo from Party List Co-op NATCO for his interpellation. So move, Madam Speaker.
We recognize Anthony Bravo for his interpellation.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good afternoon. Will the good gentleman from Camarines Sur yield to some question from this representation?
Yes, gladly.
Just a while ago, Madam Speaker, distinguished sponsor, you challenged this House, member of this House, to stand and once and for all defend our very institution vested with the power of the purse. So may I ask, Madam Speaker, distinguished sponsor, relative to public expenditure of our government, because I myself is confused as to how the reporting system is being instituted by the agency no other than the DBM. Madam Speaker, distinguished sponsor, are you aware of an amount that was not used or unused appropriation year back 2015 or 2016 during the period of the learning period of this new administration, which amounted to 596 billion?
That amount is usual.
Huge.
It is not unusual to have that amount of savings for a new administration coming in at midstream, mid-year.
I agree, distinguished sponsor, Madam Speaker, but this is the biggest so far in the history of public expenditure as far as unused
Could be.
appropriation is concerned.
Could be because the past administration has been notorious for underspending. So that
And then-
is very, very much possible.
And in 2017, distinguished sponsor or distinguished colleague, an unused appropriation is still huge, amounting to 388 billion.
Yes?
And I would like to zero in on reporting system because I have not seen in the report of savings as far as 2016 and 2017. Is it proper, distinguished sponsor, considering that you were previous DBM secretary during your time? Was there any time or particular year of expenditure that there was no report on general savings by the government?
Actually, there is a report, but it is quite complicated. It is contained in the NEP and the BASF. It is all there, but it's quite, you need a certain amount of experience to understand it, but it is reported. The best way to do it is to ask the secretary himself whether there is how much savings there is. I'll give you an example. Recently, we had a meeting with Yusek Cabral of the Department of Public Works and Highways Planning Officer. And I asked her, how many times did you declare savings for this year? And she said, many times. When was the first time you declared savings? When? January. So January, may savings na pala tayo. And how many times did you declare savings? Many. Did I say? I said 4. Could be. And I said 5. She said could be. 6. Could be. So savings really is a big source of additional funding for the executive under the direct control of the DBM.
And unfortunately, Madam Speaker, distinguished colleague, while we speak of savings, there was no report on 2016 and 2017. How can there be augmentation on those particular years be done if there was no any declared savings? Madam Speaker, distinguished sponsor.
We have invited the Secretary of DBM tomorrow for a question hour in which he will stand here in the very podium where I'm standing. So I suggest you ask that question to him because there is no way to augment a particular item in the budget without declaring savings? So that could be a very, very good question.
So
that
the
you can
presence
ask
of
him.
our DBM Secretary tomorrow is very much material, Madam Speaker, distinguished sponsor.
Yes,
Are we assured that he will be coming tomorrow so that this particular question will be raised in this plenary?
he has been invited last week. But
Was there any reply?
I received a letter that he is begging for time because he needs to gather data, which is quite unusual. He's very confident before the media, but I guess this time around he has changed his attitude. He is now suing for time to get more data. But hopefully, with your questioning now, which I hope he will listen to tonight, maybe he will appear tomorrow.
And I would like to take this opportunity, Madam Speaker, distinguished colleague, to call on the Secretary to yield to the invitation of this House so that once and for all, this will be cleared. Because
No,
I've seen for myself.
But you should follow up that question. When you now have savings, where does it go? When you augment it? That is the question. Because I also asked Secretary Cabral, the head of planning, who decides kung saan at anong klaseng project ang ibibigay. Now, yung savings mo, nasabi mo nga 300 billion, 400 billion, tinanong namin siya, meron ka bang papel sa pag-augment ng savings? Dahil kayo nakakaalam naman kung ano yung mga project na kailangan. Sagot niya, wala kaming alam. Basta dumadating na lang sa amin yan. So meron palang ibang tao na gumagawa at kumapapel na DPWH Secretary. Maliban kay Secretary Villar. Dahil yung pondo na yan, bumababa na lang daw sa mga distrito, bumababa na lang sa mga regional offices na wala silang kaalam-alam at hindi hinihingi ng Planning Department ng Public Works. Pero be that as may, Yusek Cabral has already assured us that what she will give us all the releases for the current year, all the releases coming from DBM from all sources. So may kita na ho natin doon, alin doon yung galing sa GAA, alin doon yung galing sa savings, alin yung galing sa mga lump sum, para mahimay po natin at makita ho natin kung ano yung direksyon at kung sino ba talaga na nagdidesisyon dito sa mga bagay na to. Marami na tayong informasyon ukol sa mga koneksyon, bakit malaki yung alokasyon dito, bakit napunta sa gantong kontraktor. Pero siguro hintayin na lang natin pag humarap dito si Secretary Jokno para magkaintindihan tayo lahat.
Madam Speaker, distinguished colleague, I think the question hour will not be enough for all those questions that need to be clarified by the Secretary. So I would like
di po,
to...
question hours po,
Yeah.
hindi question hour. Question
Question
hours.
Question
So
hours.
marami ho yun, pwede yung linggo yun o araw.
Yeah.
Mga ano.
But I would like to push, Madam Speaker, distinguished colleague, that the Committee on Public Account should pursue deeply the investigation of the matter. That's my position, Madam
Yes,
Speaker.
I
distinguished,
understand. It will be the Committee on Public Accounts that will spearhead the question hour. Thank you very much.
That's all, Madam Speaker. Thank you, distinguished colleague.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the Honorable Majority Leader to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action. So move, Madam Speaker.
The privilege speech of Majority Leader Andaya is referred to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of resolution of the both houses number 15. Madam Speaker, I move for a 1-minute suspension.
Session suspended. Session resumed.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 8715. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill and call for nominal voting.
House Bill 8715, an act adopting innovation as vital component of countries' development policies to drive inclusive development, and promote the growth of national competitiveness of micro, small, and medium enterprises, and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8715. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agrao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawid, Batocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Prion, Bolilla, Bondoc, Bordado, Bravo, Anthony Bravo, Maria Vida, Rosas, Bulit Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro France, Castro Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coco, Huanco, Collantes, Cortez, Fortuna, Cosalan, Crisologo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, De Los Montalia, De Maporo, Abdullah, De Maporo, Muhammad Khalid, Duabit Durano, D, Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Evardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Periol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Puentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandre, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta, Gullas, Ferdinand Hernandez Paul, Herrera D, Hofer, Haloso, Javier, Coco, Nuhun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lilem, Kaichong, Lobregat, Lopez, Benhur, Lopez, Carlo, Lopez, Manuel, Deola, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magudadato, Suarto, Magudadato, Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malanyaon, Ominalo, Campo, Olivares, Ong Hedwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocomora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman Romero, Romualdo Roque, Sakdalan, Garberia, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Meri, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tan Bunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Shorniti, Hada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugnas, Tupasti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarid, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 206 members voting in the affirmative, House Bill 8715 is approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 8179, and for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting. So move, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader is requested to read House Bill 8179 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8179, an act granting Solar Para sa Bayan Corporation a franchise to construct, install, establish, operate and maintain distributable power technologies and mini-grid systems throughout the Philippines to improve access to sustainable energy. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8179. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agarao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Sa Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondoc, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulot Bigtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calix Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fedenil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coanco, Collantes, Cortez, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, De Los Montalia, De Maporo Abdullah, De Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit, Durano, D. Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Everdone, Fariñas, Fernando, Frer Juliet, Frer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentabella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta Gullias, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D. Hofer, Haluso, Xavier, Co, Kunhun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lazatin, Liachon, Lilim, Kaichong, Lobregat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magundadato Suarto, Magundadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Millania, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Rolampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Sactos Recto, Sarmiento, Cesar, Sarmiento, Edgar Mary, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing, Estrelita, Swansing, Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves, Tiangco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villalago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 198 voting in the affirmative, 7 voting negative, and 1 abstention, House Bill 8179 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 8720. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion, the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 8720 and call the roll for nominal voting. So,
House Bill 8720, Anak Revitalizing the Basis Conversion Development, amending for the purpose of Republic Act Number 7227, otherwise known as the Basis Conversion and Development Act of 1992, as amended. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8720. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abo, Abueg, Atcharon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batacobi, Bautista Bandigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Vernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulot Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castor Franz, Castor Pradil, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Serapica, Ceriles, Chavez, Tipeco, Cojuanco, Coliantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosulan, Crisólogo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesús, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, Di Loso Montalia, Dimapuro Abdullah, Dimapuro Muhammad Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di Ilago, Inverga, Irice, Eriguel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Floirendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentevella, Garbin, Garcés, García Gwendolyn, García José Enrique, García Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatsalian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelio, González Fernando, Goriseta, Gulias, Hernández Ferdinand, Hernández Fall, Herrera D, Hofer, Halasos, Habir, Ko, Kunghun, Labad-Labad, Lakson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liechon, Li, Limkaichong, Lubrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuliis, Loyola, Macapagalaroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, mga Dodato Suharto, mga Dodato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Meliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Oaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Premisias, Agabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Ruapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Máximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Meris, Sabeliano, Sema, Siao, Silverio, Sinson, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Cherny, Tijada, Tevez, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Viloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarraza Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Yulago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate Subiri.
With 200 voting in affirmative, 6 negative, House Bill 870 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 7785. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 7785 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 7785, an act establishing a framework for the selection of national performing arts companies, designating for the purpose certain performing arts as genres and appropriating funds therefor. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 7785. Abaya, Nabellanosa, Abu, Abuega, Cheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agrao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Mentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawid, Batocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulit Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro, Franz, Castro Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coco, Huanco, Collantes, Cortés, Fortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de los Montalia, Demoporo Abdullah, Demoporo Muhammad Khalid, Duabi, Turado, D. Elago, Enverga, Erice, Riquel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Verdone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia Guedelin, Garcia Jose, Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasitaya, Gatchelian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta, Gullas, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D. Hofer, Haluso, Javier Coco, Hud, Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lileb, Kaichong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Leola, Makapagalaroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magdadato Suarto, Magdadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Martugas, Manliana, Minding, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Bontoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Mananaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicias, Agabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Rolampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman Romero, Romualdo Roque, Sakdalan sa Garbaria, sa Hali, Salceda, sa Limbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves, Yanko, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugnas, Tupas, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate Zumiri.
With 206 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstention, House Bill 7785 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 8683. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
Is there any objection? Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8683 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8683, an act lowering the optional retirement age of government workers from 60 years to 56 years, amending for the purpose Section 13A of Republic Act Number 8291, otherwise known as the Government Service Insurance System Act of 1997. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8683. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abo, Abueg, at Saron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agrao, Agabaw, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Basaga, Batawel, Batocabi, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Beron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Moreavida, Brosas, Bulutbek, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casila, Costello, Castro Franz, Castro Predinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Cerillas, Chavez, Chipeco, Coco, Juanco, Juliantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cusalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipia, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, De Loso Montalia, Dimaporo Abdullah, Dimaporo Mohamed Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhangin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ebardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo Flores, Fortuno, Fendevilla, Garben, Garces, Garcia, Gwendolyn, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasatay, Gatchelian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelio, González Fernando, Graceta, Gulias, Hernández Ferdinand, Hernández Paul, Herrera D. Hofer, Calasosa, Bir, Kokong Hun, Labad-Dabad, Lacson, Lagman, Lenete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liechon, Lilim, Caichon, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel Luis, Loyola, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, mga datos Suharto, mga datos Sajid, Marculeta, Marcos Mariño, Marquez Martinez, Matugas, Meliana, Mendeng, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañao, Noaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Patuano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez, Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez Isidro, Rodríguez Máximo, Román Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo Roque, Sagdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahales, Salcedo, Salimbang, Gonzalo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Rectos, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Mérez, Avillano, Semas, Yao Silverio, Sinson, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio, Suárez, Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Cherny, Tejada, Tevez, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, T. Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uy Juliet, Uy Orlando, Ibareta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilar de Velasco, Velasco Cotera, Viloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Raza Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Violago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Mara Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Seburi.
With 206 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstention, House Bill 8683 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 7856. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting. So move, Madam Speaker.
The Secretary General is directed to read the House Bill 8756 and call the roll for nominal voting. 7856.
House Bill 7856, an act declaring September 8th of every year as a special working holiday in the entire country to commemorate the feast of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 7856. Abaya, Nabellanosa, Abu, Abuega, Cheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Jong, Advincula, Agrao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Mentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawi, Batocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Bilara, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosos, Bulat Pigtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coco, Huanco, Collantes, Cortez, Fortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de Loso Montalia, Demoporo Abdullah, Demoporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit Durano, D. Elago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhay, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Evardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuna, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchelian, Heron, Go, Ana Cristina, Go, Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta, Gullias, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D. Hofer, Aloso, Xavier, Cocon, Hun, Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lilem, Caichong, Lobregat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magundadato Sarto, Magundadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Patugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Nunez, Balañaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocomora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Saali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salos, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Meri, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Shorni, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villaras Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, Mara Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 206 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 7856 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 8626. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting. So move, Madam Speaker.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8626 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8626, Anak Preserving the Indigenous Games of the Philippines. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill number 8626. Abaya, Abayo, Nabilianosa, Abo, Abueg, Charon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta, Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Garaw, Agabaw, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Angkino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawel, Batocabe, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Pilesiano, Belmonte Jose Cristiper, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Beron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Anthony, Bravo, Marebida, Brosas, Bulutbek, Tancagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casila, Costello, Castro Franz, Castro Pedinil, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Seráfica, Ciriles, Chavez, Cepeco, Juanco, Culiantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cusulán, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, de Jesús, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de los Montalia, Dimaporo, Abdullah, Dimaporo, Mohamed Khalid, Doabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Erguel, Ermita, Buhagin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Juliet, Ferrer, Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fentevella, Garbin, Garces, García, Gwendolyn, García, Enrique, García, Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasatay, Gatchelian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark Gomez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelia, González Fernando, Gorizeta, Gulias, Hernández Ferdinand, Hernández Fol, Herrera D, Hofer, Haloso, Xavier, Ko, Kunghun, Labad-Laban, Lagson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugugan, Lasatin, Liechon, Lee, Lincaychong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Mano Luis, Loyola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, mga Dodato Suharto, mga Dodato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Mariño, Marquez Martinez, Matugas, Meliana, Mendeng, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malonñao, Nominal Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganibian, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahales, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos, Recto, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Meri, Sabillanos, Gemas, Siao, Silvero, Singson, Swansing, Estrelleta, Swansing, Horacio, Suarez, Si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Cherni, Tijada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupasti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Orlando, Ibareta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Cotera, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Violago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo Zarate Sobiri.
With 206 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8626 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill number 8627. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting. So move, Madam Speaker.
The Secretary General is requested to read House Bill 8627 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8627, an act requiring hospitals, medical clinics, and other facilities to release a cadaver in their possession within 24 hours from the time of death to the family or relatives in recognition of religious practices and traditions, amending for the purpose Republic Act 9439 entitled An Act Prohibiting the Detention of Patients in Hospitals and Medical Clinics on the ground of non-payment of hospital bills or medical expenses. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8627. Honorable Representatives Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulet Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixtrobiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro France, Castro Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coco, Huanco, Collantes, Cortez, Fortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza de Jesus de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de los Omatalla, Demoporo Abdullah, Demoporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit, Durano, D, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Evardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gacetaya, Gatchelian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta, Gullias, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D, Hofer, Haluso, Xavier Cocunhud, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Liliam, Kaichong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Leola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magudadato Suharto, Magudadato Zajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Barino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing, Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tan Bunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherni, Dada Teves, Tiangco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugnac, Tupas, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarraza, Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Artur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Mara Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate Zubiri.
With 207 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8627 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 8654. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8654 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8654, an act mandating public and private educational institutions to provide the appropriate armchairs to left-handed students. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8654. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abo, Abuega, Charon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawl, Batocabe, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Beron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulutbek, Tangkagas, Calderon, Calixto Urbiano, Caminero, Campus, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro France, Castro Predenil, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Seráfica, Cerillas, Chávez, Chepeco, Coco, Juanco, Coliantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosulan, Crisólogo, Cua, Coresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, de Jesús, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de los Montalia, Dimapor Abdullah, Dimapor Muhammad Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Irigel, Ermita Buan, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Floirendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fendevella, Garbin, Garces, García Gwendolyn, García José Enrique, García Albano, Garin Oscar, Galinciano, Gasatay, Gatchalian, Heron, Goana Cristina, Gomar, Gómez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelio, González Fernando, Goroseta, Gullias, Hernández Ferdinand, Hernández Fall, Herrera D, Hofer, Halasho, Sabir, Co, Conjun, Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liechon, Lilim Caichon, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuliis, Loyola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, mga dadato Suharto, mga dadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Marino, Marquez Martinez, Matugas, Meliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Noñez Malanyaon, Waminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez Isidro, Rodríguez Máximo, Román Romero, Romualdo Roque, Sagdalan, Sagarbaria, Sajales, Salceda, Salimba, Gonzalo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, San Copan, Santos Sureco, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Mérez, Avellano, Sema, Ciao, Silvero, Sinson, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Alvarado, Tan Bunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherny, Tijada, Tevez, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uy Juliet, Orlando, Ibareta, Vargas, Alfonso, Vilar de Velasco, Velasco Catera, Viloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa, Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Vilagro, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, María Carmen, Zamora, Ronaldo, Zarate, Sobiri.
With 207 members voting in affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8654 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 8655. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8655 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8655, an act defining electronic violence against women and their children, providing protective measures and prescribing penalties and violations thereof. Amending for the purpose Republic Act Number 9262, otherwise known as the Anti-Violence Against Women and Children Act of 2004. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8655. Abaya, Nabellanosa, Abu, Abuega, Cheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Berdado, Bravo, Maria Anthony, Bravo, Maria Vida, Brosas, Bultbegtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro France, Castro Fredenir, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ceriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coco, Wangco, Collantes, Cortez, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisologo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor del Mar, Del Rosar, De Loso, Montalia, Demoporo Abdullah, Demoporo Muhammad Khalid, Duabit Durano, D. Elago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia, Gwendoline, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia, Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasitaya, Gatchelian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta, Gullas, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D, Hofer, Halus Hos, Javier, Kokon, Hun, Labad Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatid, Liachon, Lilem, Kaichong, Lobregas, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Leola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magundadato Suarto, Magundadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Balañaon, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicias, Agabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Meri, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tan Bonting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Shornite, Hada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Bareta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Viloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villaraza Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Artur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate Zubiri.
With 207 voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8655 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, before we proceed, we would like to acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Ramon Rab Rocamora, the representative from the Lone District of Siquijor. They are Miss Gabriela Rocamora, Mateo Rocamora, Loca Rocamora, Diego Rocamora, Inga Helen Rocamora, Hanik Van Eldik, and former National Anti-Poverty Commission Secretary Jose Elicio Rocamora.
The guest of Congressman Rocamora is recognized. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, we are in receipt of the Bicameral Conference Committee report on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 5615 and Senate Bill number 1716 on establishing a sports complex known as the National Sports Training Center. Madam Speaker, in accordance with our rules, I move that we ratify the said Bicameral Conference Committee report.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The said Bicameral Conference Committee report is now approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, we are also in receipt of the Bicameral Conference Committee report on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 5784 and Senate Bill number 1896, providing universal health care for all Filipinos. Madam Speaker, in accordance with our rules, I move that we ratify the said Bicameral Conference Committee report.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Said Bicameral Conference Committee report is now approved. Majority Leader.
We are also in receipt, Madam Speaker, of the Bicameral Conference Committee report on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8014 and Senate Bill number 1391, providing for the mandatory field health coverage of all persons with disability. Madam Speaker, in accordance with our rules, I move that we ratify the said Bicameral Conference Committee report.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The said Bicameral Conference Committee report is now ratified. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, we are also in receipt of the Bicameral Conference Committee report on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8078 and Senate Bill number 1454 on removing the restrictions imposed on the registration, acquisition, encumbrance, alienation, transfer, and conveyance of land covered by free patents. Madam Speaker, in accordance with the rules, I move that we ratify the said bicameral conference committee report.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The said bicameral conference committee report is now approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the bicameral conference committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8110 and Senate Bill number 192, mandating the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration to develop, publish, disseminate, and update a handbook on the rights and responsibilities of migrant workers. These are Representatives Jesolito Manalo, Rogelio Pacquiao, Micaela Biolago, Jose Tejada, and Peter John Calderon.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The following are designated to be members of the bicameral conference committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8110, Representative Joselito Manalo, Representative Rogelio Pacquiao, Representative Micaela Biolago, Representative Jose Tejada, and Representative Peter John Calderon. So I move, Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the bicameral conference committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8628 and Senate Bill number 1898, transferring the Philippine National Police Academy and the National Police Training Institute from the Philippine Public Safety College to the Philippine National Police. These are Representatives Romeo Acop, Leopoldo Batawil, Edgar Mary, Sarmiento, Juliet Marie Ferrer, and Richard Eusebio.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The following members are designated to be members of the bicameral conference committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8628. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the bicameral conference committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8715 and Senate Bill number 1355, the Philippine Innovation Act. These are Representatives Dennis Lawagan, Peter Onabia, Victor Yap, Wes Gatchalian, Luis Raymond Villaferte, Arthur Yap, Ron Salo, and Aniceto Bertis III.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The following are designated to be members of the bicameral conference committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8715 and Senate Bill number 1355. Majority Leader.
Finally, Madam Speaker, I move for the change of referral of the following measures. Number 1, House Resolution number 2347 from the Committee on Overseas Workers Affairs to the Committee on Rules.
Any objection? The chair hears none. House Resolution number 2347 is now remanded to the Committee on Overseas Workers Affairs to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
House Resolution number 2350 from the Committee on Foreign Affairs to the Committee on Rules.
Is there any objection? House Resolution number 2350 will be remanded from the Committee on Foreign Affairs to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 8667. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8667 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8667, Anak granting the Bases Conversion and Development Authority a franchise to construct, install, establish, operate, own, manage, and maintain distribution system for the conveyance of electric power to end users in all areas covered under Republic Act number 7227 as amended, otherwise known as the Bases Conversion and Development Act of 1992, excluding areas under the Subic Special Freeport and Economic Zone. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8667. Abaya, Abayon, Avellanosa, Abo, Abueg, Acheron, Ako, Pacosa, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agrao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Amentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Basaga, Batawil, Batucabi, Bautista, Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo Benitez, Vernos, Vertiz, Biason, Billones, Beron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulot Bectan, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Urbiano, Caminero, Campus, Canama, Cari, Casilo, Caselo, Castro Franz, Castro Pradinil, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Sirafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Tepeco, Coco, Juanco, Coliantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cusalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Delipe, Datol, Daza, de Jesús de Venecia, Defensor del Mar del Rosario, de los Montalia, Dimaporo Abdullah, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Tuabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermita, Boain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Bardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Juliet, Ferrer, Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, García, Gwendolyn, García, José Enrique, García Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasatay, Gatchalian, Heron, Goana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelio, González Fernando, Gorseta, Gullias, Hernández Ferdinand, Hernández Fol, Herrera D, Hofer, Halos Hos, Javier, Kokong, Labad, Lakson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Yetchon, Lilim, Kaichon, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manulis, Loyola, Makapagalaroy, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mudadato, Suharto, Pangudadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Villana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Milasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez, Malunian, Guaminalo, Campo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Veninola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Falma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicias, Agabas, Kimbo, Rodaza, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Rubes, Rocamora, Rodríguez Isidro, Rodríguez Máximo, Román, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sagdagal, Sagarbaria, Sahales, Salceda, Salimbang, Gonzalo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, San Copan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Meri, Sabellano, Semas, Yao, Silverio, Sinson, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherny, Tijada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Juliet, Rolando, Oivareta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilar de Velasco, Velasco Catera, Viloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarraza Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Violago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora María Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate Subiri.
With 209 voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8667 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 8668. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8668 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8668, an act renewing for another 25 years the franchise granted to Vimkontu Broadcasting Corporation under Republic Act 8116, entitled An Act Granting the Vimkontu Broadcasting Corporation a franchise to construct, install, and operate and maintain radio and television broadcasting stations within the Philippines and for other purposes. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8668. Honorable Representatives Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abuega, Cheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Jong, Advincula, Agarao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Mentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawad, Batocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biasod, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Anthony, Bravo, Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulit Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chepeco, Coco, Huanco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Delipe, Datol, Daza, de Jesus, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de los Montalia, de Maporo Abdullah, de Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit, Durano, D. Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Everdone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Puentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Goriseta, Gullas, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D. Hofer, Haluso, Xavier Co, Kunhun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lazatin, Liachon, Dilem, Cachon, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Liola, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magundadato Suarto, Magundadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Mannaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao Paduano, Palma, Pancho Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Premisia Sagabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramiresato, Ramos, Rolampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Shorni, Teada Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupasti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Bareta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villaferte, Villanueva, Villaraz Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu Zamora, Mara Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate Zubiri.
With 209 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8668 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that House Bill number 8670. Madam Speaker, a minute of suspension, please.
Session suspended. Session resumed.
Okay. Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 8670. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is requested to read House Bill 8670 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8670, an act renewing for another 25 years the franchise granted to Suara Sug Media Corporation under Republic Act number 8122 entitled an act granting the Suara Sug Media Corporation of the Philippines a franchise to construct, install, operate, and maintain for commercial purposes radio and television broadcasting stations in the Philippines and for other purposes. Roll call of members in consideration for House Bill 8670. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abo, Abuega, Charon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta, Alba, John, Agbincula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagidat, Banal, Barbers, Basaga, Batawil, Batocabi, Bautista Bandigan, Villaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Veron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Anthony, Bravo, Maria Vida, Brosas, Budut, Bectang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Urbiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilo, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Predinil, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Seráfica, Ceriles, Chávez, Chepeco, Co, Juanco, Juliantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosolán, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Delibia, Datol, Daza, de Jesús, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de Loso Montalia, Dimaporo, Abdullah, Dimaporo, Mohamed Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita, Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Pera Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia, Gwendolyn, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasatay, Gatchalian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Goroseta, Gulias Hernandez, Ferdinand Hernandez Fall, Herrera D, Hofer, Halosos, Habir, Ko, Kunghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lenete, Laugan, Lesatin, Giechon, Lee, Limcaychon, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel Luis, Loyola, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, mga Dodato Suharto, mga Dodato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariña, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Meliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Balauña, Uaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Patuano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papanday, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Beneda, Plaza, Primicias, Agabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez, Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez Isidro, Rodríguez Máximo, Román Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo Roque, Sagdalan, Sagarbaria, Sajales, Salceda, Salimbang, Gonzalo, Salón, Zambal, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Germer, Isabiliano, Sema, Siao, Silveres, Inson, Sonsing Estrelleta, Sonsing Horacio, Suarez, Alvarado, Tambuting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherny, Tijada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treña, Stugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Oy Juliet, Oy Rolando, Oy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilar de Velasco, Velasco Catera, Viloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Violago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate Subiri.
With 209 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8670 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 8673. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8673 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8673, an act prohibiting racial, ethnic, and religious discrimination. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8673. Abaya, Abayo, Nabellanosa, Abu, Abuega, Cheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Jong, Advincula, Agrao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawid, Batucabe, Bautista Bendigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Anthony, Bravo, Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulit Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixtrobiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro, France, Castro, Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ceriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coanco, Collantes, Cortez, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisologo, Cua, Cuarespa, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Rosario, De Loso Montalia, de Maporo Abdullah, de Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavid Durano, D. Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhayn, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Everdone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia, Gwendolyn, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia, Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasitaya, Gatchalian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Rosetta, Gullas, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D, Hofer, Palusosa, Vier, Cocon, Hun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Danete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lee, Lemcaichong, Lobregat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Leola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magundadato Suarto, Magundadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Marino, Marquez Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Manalñao, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicias Agabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sevillano, Sema, Siao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estradita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tan Bunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherni, Teada Teves Chanco, Ting, Tinio, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Bareta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villaraz Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 211 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8673 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 8690. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8690 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8690, an act regulating the practice of environmental engineering in the Philippines and providing funds, therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8690. Abaya, Abayon, Avellanosa, Abo, Abuega, Charon, Ako, Pacosta, Acosta, Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Garao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amantong, Andaya, Angar, Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Amentado, Bagao, Bacaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Basaga, Batawal, Batocabi, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte, Feliciano, Belmonte, Jose Christopher, Belmonte, Ricardo, Benitez, Bernas, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Veron, Bolilla, Bondoc, Bordado, Bravo, Anthony, Bravo, Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulutbek, Tancagas, Calderon, Calistorbiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Pedinil, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Serapica, Ceriles, Chavez, Tipeco, Juanco, Coliantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalán, Crisólogo, Cuba, Coresma, Cueva, Delipe, de Tol, Daza, de Jesús, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de los Montala, Dimapuro, Abdullah, Dimapuro, Muhammad Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Eriguel, Remite, Buhang, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Floyrendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fendeville, Garbin, Garces, García Gwendolyn, García José Enrique, García Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gazatay, Gatchelian, Heron, Go, Ana Cristina, Go, Mark Gomez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelia, González Fernando, Goroseta, Gulias Hernández, Ferdinand Hernández, Fol, Herrera, D. Hofer, Halasos, Javier, Kokunghun, Labadabad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Yechon, Lilim Caichon, Lovrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel Luis, Loyola, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Matrona, Malapitan, Monalo, Mangawang, mga Dodato Suharto, mga Dodato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Mariño, Marquez Martinez, Matugas, Miliano, Mending, Mendoza, Mirasol, Mirasol Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Uaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papanday, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Máximo, Roman Romero, Romualdo Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahales, Salcedo, Salimbangon, Sado, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Mérez, Avillano, Sema, Siao, Silvero, Sinson, Sol, Sin Estrellata, Sol, Sin Horacio, Suarez, Alvarado, Tambuting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Tinio, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Bareta, Vargas, Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Cotera, Viloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarazo Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate Subiri.
With 211 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8690 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 8691. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8691 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8691, an act creating the Davao International Airport Authority and providing funds therefor. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8691. Honorable members, Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino, Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Mentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Bataud, Batocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte S. Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondoc, Bardado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulat Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fedinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coco, Wanco, Collantes, Cortez, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisologo, Cua, Quaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Delmar de Losar, De Loso Montalia, De Maporo Abdullah, De Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavid Durano, D. Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Ergel, Ermita Buay, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Everdone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Juliet, Ferrer, Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia, Gwendolyn, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gacetaya, Gatchalian, Heron, Go, Ana Cristina, Go, Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta, Gullias, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D. Hofer, Haloso, Xavier, Kunhun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Diachon, Lilem, Kaichong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Leola, Makapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magudadato, Suarto, Magudadato, Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Balanyaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao Paduano, Palma, Pancho Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Premisias, Agabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez, Sato, Ramos, Rolampagos, Revilla, Roapuna, Robes, Rocomora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Shernite, Hada Teves, Tiangco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 211 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8691 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 8714. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8714 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8714, an act further promoting entrepreneurship by strengthening, empowering, and enhancing the financing programs for micro, small, and medium enterprises, amending for the purpose Republic Act number 6977 as amended, otherwise known as the Magna Carta for micro, small, and medium enterprises. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8714. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abo, Abuega, Charon, Ako, Pacosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Bincula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Ching, Bagirat, Banal, Barbers, Basaga, Batawil, Batocabi, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Veron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulut Bectan, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casila, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Pedinil, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Seráfica, Cerilis, Chávez, Chepeco, Coco, Juanco, Coliantes, Cortés, Fortuna, Cusalán, Crisólogo, Cuba, Coresma, Cueva, Delipe, de Toldaza, de Jesús, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, del Oso Montalia, Dimapor Abdullah, Dimapor Mohamed Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di Ilago, Niverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermita Buain, Scudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Floyrendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fentevelle, Garbin, Garces, García Gwendolyn, García José Enrique, García Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasataya, Gachelen, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark Gomez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelio, González Fernando, Goreseta, Gulias, Hernández Ferdinand, Hernández Fol, Herrera D, Hofer, Halososa, Bier, Kohunhun, Labad Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Diechon, Lili, Caichon, Lovrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manulis, Loyola, Makapaglaroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawa, mga dadato Suharto, mga dadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Mariño, Marquez Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Noños Malañao, Nominal, Ocampo, Olivares, On Edwin, On Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papanday, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampago, Servilla, Ruapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez Isidro, Rodríguez Máximo, Román Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo Roque, Sagdalan, Sagarbarea, Sahales, Salceda, Salimba, Gonzalo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, San Copan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sabillano, Sema, Xiao, Silvera, Sinson, Swansing, Estrellata, Swansing, Horacio, Suarez, Alvarado, Tan Bunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherny, Teada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tumas, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungap, Único, Uy, Juliet, Oy, Rolando, Olbereta, Vargas, Vargas, Alfonso, Vilar de Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villaferde, Villanueva, Villaraza Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Vilago, Yap Artur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, María Carmen, Zamora, Ronaldo Zarate, Subiri.
With 212 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8714 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 398. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 398 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 398, an act establishing a senior high school in Barangay Tandang Sora, Quezon City, Metro Manila, to be known as Tandang Sora Senior High School and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 398. Honorable members, Abaya, Nabellanosa, Abu, Abuega, Chiron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Vincula, Agarao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Mentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawid, Batocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulut Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixtrobiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coco, Huanco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dilipe, Datol, Daza de Jesus, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de los Montalia, de Maporo Abdullah, de Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavit Durano, D. Elago, Enverga, Erice, Ergel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Everdone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuna, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasitaya, Gatchelian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta, Gullias, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D. Hofer, Haluso, Xavier, Co, Kunhun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Laneta, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lilim, Kaichong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Leola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magudadato Suarto, Magudadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Marino, Marquez Martinez, Matugas, Villanan, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza Premisies, Agabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramiresato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roa Puno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, sa Garbaria, sa Hali, Salceda, sa Limbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Meri, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tan Bunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Cherny, Teada Teves, Tiangco Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilarde, Velasco, Velasco Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villaraz Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Mar Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 212 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 398 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 5371. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 5371 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 5371, anak separating the Tina Heros National High School, Acacia Annex, in Barangay Acacia, City of Malabon, Metro Manila, from the Tina Heros National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as Acacia National High School and appropriating funds, therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 5371. Abaya, Nabiliano, sa Abo, Abued, at Charon, Acop, Acosta, Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino, Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcilias, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawid, Batocabi, Bautista, Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulut Bectan, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campus, Canama, Cari, Casila, Costello, Castro Frank, Castro Pedrinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapca, Ceriles, Chávez, Chepeco, Co Juan, Coculiantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Coselán, Crisólogo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, de Libia, de Tol, Daza, de Jesús, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de los Montalla, Dimaporo Abdullah, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Niverga, Erice, Erguel, Ermita, Bohang, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrero Junior, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentevela, Garbin, Garces, Garcia, Gwendolyn, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasatay, Gatchilian, Hiron, Go, Ana Cristia, Go, Mark Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales, Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta, Gullias, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herreradi, Hofer, Haloso, Xavier, Kokong Hun, Labadabad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Lugagan, Dasatin, Dichon, Lilim, Caichon, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manulis, Loyola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawa, Mangudato, Suharto, Mangudato, Sajid, Marculeta, Marcos, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Beliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez, Malañano, Aminalo, Campo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganibian, Panotes, Papandayan, Pizay, Pico, Pimentel, Peneda, Plaza, Premisias, Acabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Rampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Orcomora, Rodríguez Isidro, Rodríguez Máximo, Román Romero, Romualdo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbaria, Sajales, Salceda, Salimbao, Gonzalo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Mérez, Abellano, Sema, Chao, Silvero, Sinson, Sonsing Estrelleta, Sonsing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, tan Bunting, tan Angelina, tan Milagrosa, tan Shirley, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Tinio, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupasti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy, Juliet, Uy, Rolando, Ibareta, Vargas, Vargas, Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco, Catera, Viloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa, Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Vilago, Yap Arthur, Yap Mendeso, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, Maria Carmen, Zamora, Ronaldo, Zarate, Subiri.
With 215 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 5371 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 5947. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 5947 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 5947, an act establishing a national high school in Barangay Francisco Homes, Mulawin, City of San Jose del Monte, Province of Bulacan, to be known as Mulawin National High School and appropriating funds therefor. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 5947. Honorable members, Abaya, Abayo, Nabellanosa, Abu, Abuega, Cheron, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Jong, Advincula, Agrao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Mentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawid, Botocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Si Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bullet Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chepeco, Coco, Huanco, Collantes, Cortez, Cortuna, Cosalan, Cruzólogo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de Loso Mentalia, de Maporo Abdullah, de Maporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavid Dorano, D. Elago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buhayan, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Juliet, Ferrer, Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia, Gwendolyn, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia, Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gasitaya, Gatchalian, Heron, Go, Ana Cristina, Go, Mark, Gomez Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Rosetta, Gullias, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D., Hofer, Haluso, Xavier Co, Kunhun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lee, Lim Kaichong, Lobregat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Leola, Macapagalaroya, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magunda Dato Suarto, Magunda Dato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Nunez Palanyaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Villinola, Pacquiao Paduano, Palma, Pancho Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez, Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Ruapuno, Robes, Rocamura, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque Sakdalan, sa Garbaria, sa Hali, Salcedo, sa Limbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Egad Mary, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silvero, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tan Bunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Shorni, Tejada, Teves, Tiangco, Ting, Tinio, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupasti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Bareta, Vargas, Vargas, Alfonso, Vilarde, Velasco, Velasco, Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villarasa, Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Vilago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 215 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 5947 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, under the same motion on third reading, House Bill number 6105, the Secretary General is directed to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6105 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 6105, an act establishing an elementary school in situ Kabagaayan, Barangay Siburan, Toril District, Davao City, to be known as the Kabagayan Elementary School, and appropriating funds, therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 6105. Labaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abo, Abueg, at Saron, Ako, Pacosa, Costa Alba, Adjong, at Bincula, Garaw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angar Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcilias, Arenas, at Chensa, Aumentado, Bagao, Bacasing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawid, Batocabi, Bautista Bandigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Beron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Anthony, Bravo, Marevida, Brosas, Bulut Bectang, Cagas, Calderon, Calistorbiano, Caminero, Campus, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro France, Castro Brodinil, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Seráfica, Ceriles, Chávez, Chepeco, Coco, Juanco, Culiantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cusalán, Crisolgo, Cuba, Coresma, Cueva, de Lepi, de Tol, Daza, de Jesús, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de Loso Montalia, Dimapur Abdullah, Dimapur Mohamed Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermita, Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Juliet, Ferrer, Luis, Ferriol, Floirende, Flores, Fortuna, Fenteville, Garbin, Garces, Garcia, Gwendolyn, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Casatay, Gatchelan, Heron, Goana Cristina, Gomar, Gomez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelio, González Fernando, Guruseta, Julius Hernandez, Ferdinand Hernandez, Fall, Herrera D, Hofer, Halos Hos, Javier Kokonghun, Labad, Lakson, Dagman, Lanete, Dawagan, Dasatin, Lechon, Lim Kaichon, Labrigan, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Bonalis, Loyola, Makapaglaroyo, Maseda, Medrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, mga datos Suharto, mga datos Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Mariño, Marquez Martinez, Matugas, Miliano, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Menesol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañano, Aminalo Campo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, On Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganibian, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagbas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Rampagos, Revilla, Rua, Puno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez Isidro, Rodríguez Máximo, Román Romero, Romualdo Roque, Sagdala, Sagarbaria, Sahales, Salceda, Salimbá, Gonzalo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Mérez, Avillano, Sema, Ciao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherry, Tijada, Tevez, Chaco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villaferte, Villanueva, Villarasa, Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Villago, Villa Arthur, Villa Pelesio, Villa Victor, Yu, Zamora, María Carmen, Zamora, Ronaldo, Zarate, Subiri.
With 216 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 6105 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration of House Concurrent Resolution 24. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the said House Concurrent Resolution.
House Concurrent Resolution 24, resolution providing that both houses of Congress convene in joint session to deliberate on the request of the President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, to further extend the proclamation of martial law and the suspension of the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus until 31 December 2019, or for such other period of time as the Congress may determine.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Concurrent Resolution number 24.
Any objection? The chair hears none. Concurrent resolution is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, under the same motion for third reading, House Bill number 8096, let the Secretary General read the title of the bill and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8096 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8096, an act establishing an integrated national high school in Barangay Capuy, City of Sorsogon, Province of Sorsogon, to be known as Capuy Integrated National School and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8096. Honorable Representatives Abaya Nabellanosa, Abu Abuega, Charon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta, Alba, Adjong, Advicula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino, Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Mentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista, Bendigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bernardo, Bravo, Anthony, Bravo, Maria Vida, Brosas, Bullet, Pegtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro, France, Castro, Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Cuanco, Collantes, Cortez, Cortuna, Cosalan, Corsólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipay, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor del Mar, De Rosario, De Loso, Montalia, De Maporo, Abdullah, De Maporo, Muhammad Khalid, Duavid Durano, D. Elago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Ermita Buan, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio Bardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Julian, Ferrer Luis, Feriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia, Gwendolyn, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharo, Gasataya, Gatchelian, Heron, Go, Ana Cristina, Go, Mark Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Goroseta, Gullias, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D. Hofer, Halusos, Javier Cocunhun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lilem, Kaichong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Leola, Macapagalaroya, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magdadato, Suarto, Magdadato, Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Velasco, Nunes, Malanyaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Paquia Paduana, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Pinotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramirez, Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Puno, Robes, Rocomora, Rodriguez, Isidro, Rodriguez, Maximo, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salos, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing, Estrelita, Swansing, Horacio, Suarez, y Alvarado, Tan Bunting, Tan Angelia, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherni, Teadas Teves, Tiangco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupasti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Beretta, Vargas, Alfonso, Vilarde, Velasco, Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villaras Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Pilecio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, Bar Carmen, Zamora, Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 217 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8096 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, under the same motion on third reading, House Bill number 8684, let the Secretary General read the title of the bill and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is requested to read the title of House Bill 8684 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8684, an act separating the Malabon National High School, Concepcion Technical Vocational Annex in Barangay Concepcion, City of Malabon, Metro Manila from the Malabon National High School, converting it into an independent national high school to be known as Concepcion Technical Vocational School and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8684. Abaya, Abayo, Nabillanosa, Abo, Abuega, Charon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agabao, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Alvaro, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Abison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawid, Batocabi, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte, Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Anthony, Bravo, Moreabida, Brosas, Bulutbectan, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Bedinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ceriles, Chavez, Cipeco, Coco, Juanco, Coliantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalán, Crisólogo, Cucua, Curesma, Cueva, Delipe, de Tol, Daza, de Jesus, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, de Rosario, de la Montalia, Dimapuro, Abdullah, Dimapura, Muhammad Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Riguela, Ermita, Buhagin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Floirenda, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fuentebella, Garbin, Garces, García Gwendolyn, García José Enrique, García Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gacetay, Gatchelian, Heron, Ana Cristina, Mark, González, Gómez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelia, González Fernando, Goriseta, Gulias, Hernández Ferdinand, Hernández Fol, Herrera D. Hofer, Jesús, Javier, Kokung, Labadabad, Lakson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liechon Lee, Lingwaychon, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manoliis, Loyola, Makapagalaroya, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangudadato, Soharto, Mangudadato, Shajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Mariño, Marquez Martínez, Matugas, Villana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nogruales, Nolasco, Núñez, Walauñaon, Waminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Edwin, Henry, Ortega, Pablo, Ortega, Pidinola, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganebian, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Crodasa, Ramírez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez Isidro, Rodríguez Máximo, Román Romero, Romualdo Roque, Sagdalan, Sagalbaria, Sajales, Salceta, Salimbá, Gonzalo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, San Copal, Santo Surecto, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Mede, Saviliano, Semasiao, Silverio, Sinson, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Alvarado, Tan Buting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherni, Tijada, Teves, Chanco, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugla, Tupasti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uy Juliet, Orlando, Ibarreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilarde, Velasco, Velasco Cotera, Vilosa, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villaraza, Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Violago, Yap Arturo, Yap Mileso, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora María Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Sobiri.
With 217 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill number 8684 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, under the same motion on third reading, House Bill number 8698, let the Secretary General read the title of the bill and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 8698 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8698, an act declaring June 16 of every year a special working holiday in the city of Baybay, province of Leyte, to be known as Baybay City Charter Day. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8698. Honorable Representatives, Abaya Nabalianosa, Abu, Abuega, Agcheron, Acop, Acosta, Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Quino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Mentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Batawil, Batacabe, Bautista, Bendigan, Belara, Belmonte, Feliciano, Belmonte, Jose Christopher, Belmonte, Ricardo Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bulitbegtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixtrobiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Ferdinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ciriles, Chavez, Chepeco, Cuanco, Collantes, Cortez, Cortuna, Cosalan, Cosologo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, Desus de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, de Rosario, de la Montalia, Demaporo Abdullah, Demaporo Muhammad Khalid, Wabi Dorano, D. Elargo, Enverga, Erice, Ergel, Ermita Buhay, Escudero, Espina, Estrella, Eusebio Verdone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Periol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Puentebella, Garbin Garces, Garcia, Gwendolyn, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Gastaya, Gatchelian, Heron, Go, Ana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Groseta, Gullias, Fernando Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D. Hofer, Haluso, Xavier Cocunhun, Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lim Kaichong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Leola, Makapagalaroya, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magunadato, Suharto, Magunadato, Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Marino, Marquez Martinez, Patugas, Piliana, Mending Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Nunez, Malanaon, Ominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao Paduano, Palma, Pancha, Pacaniban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Privisilla, Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roa Puno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Egarmeri, Sabellano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing Estrelita, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherni, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tinio, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Cartera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villaras, Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, Mar Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 217 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8698 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, under the same motion, House Bill number 8700, let the Secretary General read the title of the bill and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8700 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8700, an act declaring December 27 of every year a special non-working holiday in the city of Baybay, province of Leyte, in celebration of its Binahibayon Festival. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8700. Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abo, Abuega, Charon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez France, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bacasing, Bagiliat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawid, Batocabi, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Pilesiano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Beron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Marevida, Brosas, Bulut Bectat, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casila, Castelo, Castro Pran, Castro Budenil, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Seráfica, Ceriles, Chávez, Chepeco, Coco, Juanco, Culiantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalán, Crisólogo, Cuba, Coresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datul Daza, de Jesús de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, de Rosario, de Loso Montalia, Dimapuro Abdullah, Dimapuro Mohamed Khalid, Doabit, Durano, Di Ilago, Iniverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Bardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Fendevilla, Garbin, Garces, García, Gwendolyn García, José Enrique, García Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Charo, Gasatay, Gatchelian, Heron, Go Ana Cristina, Go Mark Gomez, Gonzaga, González Alexandria, González Aurelio, González Fernando, Goroseta, Gulias, Hernández Ferdinand, Hernández Paul, Herreradi, Hofer, Losor, Xavier, Coconjun, Labadabad, Laxon, Lagman, Lanete, Lagugan, Lazarin, Yechon, Lilim, Caichon, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel Luis, Loyola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Matrona, Manapita, Manalo, Mangawang, mga Dudato Suharto, mga Dudato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos Mariño, Marquez Martinez, Matugas, Meliana, Mending Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nogurales, Nolasco, Núñez Maloniano, Aminalo, Campo, Olivares, On Edwin, On Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bininola, Pacquiao, Patuano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicias, Agabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez Isidro, Rodríguez Máximo, Román Romero, Romualdo Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarborea, Sajales, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento César, Sarmiento Edgar Mérez, Abiliano Sema, Ciao, Silveros, Singson, Swansing Estrelleta, Swansing Horacio, Suarez, Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherni, Tijada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tinio, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupasti, Umare, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Orlando, Ibarreta, Vargas, Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Cotero, Viloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villaraza, Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Biolago, Yap Arthur, Yap Meleso, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate Subiri.
With 217 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8700 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, under the same motion on third reading, House Bill number 8718, Let the Secretary General read the title of the bill and thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 8718 and call the roll for nominal voting.
House Bill 8718, an act establishing the Surigao del Sur Special Economic Zone and free port in the municipalities of Carrascal, Cantilan, Madrid, Carmen, and Lanuza Province of Surigao del Sur and providing funds therefor. Roll call of members in consideration of House Bill 8718. Honorable members, Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu Abueg, Acharon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agarao, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aquino, Magsaysay, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Umentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Bersaga, Bataul, Batocabe, Bautista, Bendigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte S. Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Brion, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maria Vida, Brosas, Bullet Bigtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rivano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro Franz, Castro Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Ceriles, Chavez, Chepeco, Cocoanco, Collantes, Cortez, Cortuna, Cosalan, Cosologo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Datol, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Rosario, De Loso Montalia, De Moporo Abdullah, De Moporo Muhammad Khalid, Duavid Durano, Di Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Erigel, Esmerita Boy, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Evardone, Farinas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Lorendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Pentebella, Garbin, Garces, Garcia, Gwendolyn, Garcia, Jose Enrique, Garcia, Albano, Garin Oscar, Garin Sharon, Castaya, Gatchalian, Heron, Goana Cristina, Go Mark, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Fernando, Graceta, Gullas, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Paul, Herrera D, Hofer, Halus Hos, Javier Coconhun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Leachon, Lilem, Kaichong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Leola, Macapagalaroya, Maceda, Matrona, Madlapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magundadato Suarto, Magundadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Villana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Nunez, Malañao, Nominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vininola, Pacquiao Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pico, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Remisias, Agabas, Kimbo, Rodasa, Ramiresato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Dalan, Sagarbaria, Sali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salos, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sancopan, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar Mary, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao Silvero, Singsos, Wansing Estraditos, Wansing Herasio, Suarez, si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelia, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sharnita, Teada Teves, Chancoting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna Tupasti, Umali, Unabia, Ungap, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villaras Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap Artur, Yap Milencio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora, Maria Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Zubiri.
With 217 members voting in the affirmative, 0 negative, 0 abstentions, House Bill 8718 is now approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that the Secretary General be directed to submit all the lists of the bills approved on third reading to the Senate of the Philippines.
The Secretary General is directed to submit to the Senate all approved House bills approved on third reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration of House Resolution 2355. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill. House Resolution.
House Resolution 2395. The Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 2395.
House Resolution 2355, resolution expressing the profound condolences of the House of Representatives to the family of Mrs. Evangeline F. Madrona, mother of Representative Emmanuel F. Madrona and former Representative Alejandro Jesus F. Madrona, both of the Lone District of Romblon.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution 2355.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. House Resolution 2355 is now adopted.
Madam Speaker, I move for the consideration of House Resolution 2356. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the said House Resolution.
The Secretary General is directed to read House Resolution 2356.
House Resolution 2356, resolution expressing the profound condolences of the House of Representatives to the family of Attorney Dominic W. Xiao, brother of Honorable Frederick W. Xiao, Representative Lone District of Iligan City.
Is there any objection? House Resolution 2356
Madam
is
Speaker,
now,
I move for the adoption of House Resolution 2356.
House Resolution 2356 is now adopted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we designate Representative Ronzalo as additional member of the Bicameral Conference Committee on the Disagreeing Provisions of House Bill Number 8110 and Senate House Bill Number 192, mandating the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration to develop, publish, disseminate, and update a handbook on the rights and responsibilities of migrant workers. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Representative Ronzalo is designated as an additional member to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the Disagreeing Provisions of House Bill Number 8110 and Senate Bill Number 192.
Madam Speaker, on the additional reference, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read committee report House Bill Number 6472.
Additional reference of business, committee report. Report of the Committee on Economic Affairs, the Committee on Trade and Industry, the Committee on Appropriations, and the Committee on Ways and Means. Committee report number 1018, House Bill 8757.
To the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, today being a Monday, I move to open the privilege hour.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The privilege hour is open.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the lady from Party List Senior Citizens, the Honorable Mila Magsaysay, to avail of the privilege hour. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Representative Mila Magsaysay is recognized
Thank you,
for
Madam
his
Speaker.
privilege hour. For the privilege hour.
To my esteemed colleagues of the 17th Congress, to the noble and laudable leadership of the House of Representatives, Madam Speaker, a pleasant good afternoon to all of you. I'd wish to extend my most heartfelt gratitude for this opportunity to bring to light of an issue that has been causing me grave concern and anxiety lately, as both an elderly representative of this country as well as a local of my beloved province of La Union. In my close to 2 years being amongst you, this has only been my second time to address this august chamber, and it is always done with a cause that is close to my and my constituents' hearts. Before anything, let me start with a posthumous quote by the American industrialist, Jim Rohn. He once said, "All good men and women take responsibility to create legacies that will take the next generation to a level we could only imagine." Speaking of the legacies left by good men and women for the generations that follow them, it was in the same chamber a decade ago that the 14th Congress drafted Republic Act 9513, or what we now recognize as the Renewable Energy Act of 2008. It was formally enacted by then President and now our principal House Speaker, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, on December 16, 2008, an historic time for the Philippines to welcome cleaner, more sustainable sources of energy to further empower our developing economy. The act principally aimed to promote the development, utilization, and commercialization of renewable energy sources. And in the short span of a decade, we have seen it take root and bear fruit in our shores. However, the evils and the perils that this landmark law has aimed to lessen and hopefully eradicate completely have, unfortunately, continued to persist. Today, renewable sources of energy constitute only 1/4 or 25% of our country's energy supply, while fossil fuel-powered energy sources still make up a disturbing majority. There is no denying that coal rapidly fueled global development for the past century, particularly during the ages of the first and second industrialization. However, in our current climate of global warming, rapid environmental degradation, worsening quality of health, and the rising collective impacts on our economic development, perhaps it is time for us to recognize the use of coal as our main source of power as what it truly is, a dirty liability, much more than a convenient and cheap asset. Maybe a number of my colleagues are asking, why am I speaking today on matters that may not be of immediate concern for our 9 million senior citizen constituency? To answer it simply, this representation recognizes this as an opportune time to be able to shape the future of our national progress as one that would leave the most gains for the succeeding generation while tempering out our losses. And while risking the admission of personal interest, I am taking this privilege to face what is a clear and present threat that is, amidst the darkening skies of fear and uncertainty currently taking shape in our local shores of La Union. The historical pebbled beaches of Luna, La Union have long been a haven for farming and fisheries in our one simple province. Due to its people's resilience and industriousness, they have also built Luna to be a tourism town, complementing to La Union's place and popularity as the surfing capital of the North. Since then, the third-class municipality of Luna, home to some 40,000 individuals, has welcomed growth of a dynamic scale that its people have enjoyed. However, these days, they are being faced with an addition that most, if not all of them, do not actually want, far less deserve. On the third quarter of this year, the Global Energy Development Corporation have formally broken ground the construction of an 80 billion, 41 hectare, 670 megawatt coal-fired power plant in the seaside barangays of Carisquis and Nalvo Sur. What was once a quiet, idyllic fishing community is facing the rise of an industrial behemoth, and while some may see this as a welcome development for our province's progress, particularly one that has long been plagued by power shortages, perhaps the more enlightened of us would recognize how building a coal-powered plant in a community that is yet brimming with much potential for development can face losses that far outweigh its gains. The local government of Luna has projected that the project would generate jobs for 3,000 individuals and income of up to $500 million in realty taxes. Yet we ask them, is this enough compensation to throw the whole province's health, economy, environment, and future in jeopardy? It would not take a scientist to recognize how burning coal impacts our general health. When coal is burned, it releases a number of airborne toxins and pollutants called particulate matter. These particulate matters include carbon, mercury, lead, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and various other heavy metals. These particulate matters, when airborne, may reach our body through the simple act of breathing, and the results are catastrophic. Inhaling them can result to respiratory ailments with long-term or chronic health effects. Once in the body, coal particulate matter can cause and worsen asthma, chronic bronchitis, lung cancer, cardiovascular issues, neurological disorders, birth defects, and premature death. Faced with this, it is the children and the elderly, having more vulnerable immune systems, that are made most at risk by coal pollution. The World Health Organization has identified coal as the highest source of air pollution, and an alarming 9 out of 10 people are exposed to it globally. In a study conducted by Greenpeace in collaboration with Harvard University on communities where coal-fired plants in the Philippines are present, they have concluded that around 2,410 premature deaths can be attributed to the coal power plant operation in the Visayas, including the Iloilo and Cebu coal-fired power plants. A 670 megawatt coal-fired power plant, like the one being built in Luna, La Union, can send airborne particulate matters and generally affect the quality of air to as far as 50 kilometers, putting the urbanized cities of San Fernando, La Union in the south and Candon in Ilocos Sur at the north in serious risk. It can also affect the quality of health of the booming surfing haven of San Juan, La Union, which currently attracts roughly 500,000 visitors annually. As a staunch member of the House Committee on Health, I am most concerned about how a new coal-fired power plant development can further increase the burden of cost to our national health care. We live in a country where lung cancer claims the lives of 10,000 Filipinos annually, and where respiratory infections, pneumonia, and bronchitis comprise the top 3 health-related morbidity causes. Speaking on behalf of a senior citizen representation, if we can see these statistics lessen, we vehemently refuse to see these numbers increase. While income generated from coal-fired power plants can fatten the coffers of our state to mitigate their health impacts on our society, there is no denying that they are the chief causes of diseases born out of poor air quality. And I'm certain that most of you will agree with the age-old saying that prevention will always be better and more affordable than cure. October of this year, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change reported that we have only a period of 12 years to limit our increase of global temperature to 1.5 degrees Celsius, or face irreversible changes in our climate and geographic conditions. Anything in excess would cause Arctic caps to melt and sea waters to rise, increase the prevalence of drought, harsher conditions for tropical storms, and graver incidences of flooding. And in the Global Climate Risk Index, our country, the Philippines, ranked 5th among those who are most susceptible to climate changes. Of course, this news is nothing new to us. We are made more familiar of this at a national, almost personal standpoint by the names Ondoy, Yolanda, Piping, and Pablo. In fact, these persistent debilitating typhoons are the reasons why we became the founding signatories of the Paris Accord in 2015, which gives our national and local governments a more proactive role and higher accountability in regulating and minimizing threats to our global rise in temperature. No small part of what we signed up for was our commitment to stop constructing new coal power plants and to phase out their use by 2050, thereby recognizing that carbon emissions caused by burning coal constitute the biggest threat to our pervasively warming climate. Other than its irreversible impacts to our global climate, the use of coal for energy proves largely damaging to our environment. Its production cycle alone, from its mining to its transportation, leaves an indelible mark to its surroundings. Add to that the bill on the environment caused by its utilization cycle, from its burning to its waste disposal, and you get an all-throughout destructive force that proves burdensome, not only for our generation, but those that will succeed us. Coal-fired power plants utilize as much water as would meet the basic needs of 5 billion people. This according to the International Energy Agency. And if we do not halt their use, this statistic is posted to double by 2035. Since we import much of our coal, we expect them to be transported using huge barges that in turn expend more fossil fuels and induce more carbon emissions. I believe we are also no stranger to the numerous cases of coal barge accidents that have occurred in our country. When we barbecue from our own homes, we realize one persistent problem: what to do with the ash left from our charcoal grills. The same is true for coal-fired power plants, which produce more than 100 million tons of coal ash every year. More than half of this dirty waste ends up in ponds, lakes, landfills, and other sites where, over time, it can contaminate our waterways, drinking water supplies, irrigation channels, and ultimately our farmlands and fishing grounds. The Carisquis Darigayos area harvests shellfish, prawns, crabs, octopus, and seaweeds from the intertidal zone for local consumption, all of which species are known to take up, retain, and concentrate toxic elements discharged from power plants. The long-term effects of habitual consumption of those toxins can be serious, especially for children and the elderly. So imagine a thirsty coal plant which needs plenty of waters to run and poses incredibly heightened risk in water and land contamination through its transportation and its waste management practices. And imagine it operating in a once peaceful, unadulterated seaside community. Maybe we don't need to imagine further, as the province of Bataan had since been faced with the reality of relocating some 250 families displaced by the coal-fired power plant operations in Limay. These, ladies and gentlemen, will soon be the future of Luna La Union if we refuse to act. Most of our coal power industrialists can dispute how coal is a more economical, more efficient source of energy that can in turn generate power stability and lessen supply costs, particularly for our fast-developing economy. But see, this is where convenience and cost becomes quite a contentious issue. According to the 2018 Department of Energy report, the Philippines so far has a total of 40 coal-fired power plant facilities operating in the country. And yet, the Filipinos are still paying the second most expensive electricity rate in Asia, next only to Japan, our first world economy. If coal indeed is a cheap source of energy, why does our electric generation cost continue its uphill surge, despite more and more addition of coal-generated energy to our national grid? Perhaps this is because investing in coal has always been a lopsided proposition. Other than its externalized cost in health, climate, and social justice, which we have enumerated earlier, the use of coal-powered energy had since been exceedingly more expensive compared to other increasingly popular and growingly economical alternative power sources. We have reached the times when investing in coal, once cheap and convenient, has now become financially risky. The University of Oxford Stranded Assets Program have theorized that fossil fuel assets risk becoming stranded in a strong climate change mitigation scenario. And since more and more investors are shifting their capital on developing renewable sources of energy, the prices of sustainable energy technology have since experienced a staggering decline. What was the alternative has now become the norm. According to a report by the Institute for Energy Economics and Financial Analysis, coal-fired power generation cost upwards of 3 pesos and 80 centavos to 5 pesos and 50 centavos per kilowatt hour. Compare this to rooftop solar, which only costs between 2 pesos and 50 centavos per kilowatt hour to 5 pesos and 30 centavos per kilowatt hour to generate. Utility-scale solar power can cost as little as 2 pesos and 99 centavos per kilowatt hour. Wind power generation costs as little as 3 pesos and 50 centavos per kilowatt hour. Geothermal energy costs 3 pesos and 50 centavos to 4 pesos and 50 centavos per kilowatt hour, and hydropower generation costs only 3 pesos per kilowatt hour. Overall, the cleaner, greener, more sustainable options for power generation have now become the cheaper, more convenient, not to mention cleaner energy options. China, once chiefly powered by coal, has begun the process of moving away from coal-fired plants and is leading the global industry on renewable energy. This, while the Philippines' financial sector exposes itself on risky investments towards a new fleet of coal-fired power plants, which once built entail our dependence on coal imports, as opposed to liberating and empowering us by utilizing readily available sources for energy generation. My friends, tell me, what part of this is good business? Given this equation, one can't help but be curious of what we have to gain from these new coal-fired power plants, when a total of 7 is currently greenlit to be built around the country, including the 670 megawatt Luna power plant. A study by the US-based think tank Institute for Energy Economics and Financial Analysis says another 10,423 megawatts of coal projects worth over 1.1 trillion are in the country's energy pipeline. Sure, these plants once built would drastically increase the capacity of our national grid, which can help secure the supply of energy on an opportune time when our economy is growing at an unprecedented rate. But at a cost of 1 trillion pesos, and including the yet unquantifiable cost to our healthcare, environment, economic risk, and social justice, which would be the sole burden of our taxpayers, I ask this august chamber, are these new developments in coal-powered energy generation worth it? The Energy Regulatory Commission seems to think so. On April 29, 2016, Meralco submitted 7 power supply agreements entered with generation companies to the Energy Regulatory Commission. These 7 power supply agreements, when taken together, amount to 3,551 megawatts of additional electricity that would be sourced from 7 coal plants, 6 of which are yet to be constructed. However, the said power supply agreements were submitted to and accepted by the ERC on the last day of the deferment period beyond the Commission's office hours, which adds a more sinister color to the existing deals. These 7 power sharing agreements are set to be awarded the energy project of national significance status. We, as a congressional body, deeply concerned about the welfare and the future of our country, has made major strides in curbing the Philippines' dependence in coal power. Through the Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion Law, we have implemented a monumental 400% tax hike on imported coal, the first in 30 years. However, this imposition does not seem to be a deterrent in curbing new coal-fired power plants projects. Perhaps we need to go back to the drawing board to find a solution to further decrease or eradicate our country's dependence on this dirty source of energy. In a country which possesses untapped renewable energy potential of 4,000 megawatts from geothermal sources, 76,000 megawatts from wind power, 10,000 megawatts from hydropower, and roughly 170,000 megawatts from ocean or tidal energy, this, according to the Renewable Energy Management Bureau of the Department of Energy, which this remarkable House of the Renewable Energy Act, the remarkable House of Representatives, empowered some 10 years ago with the Renewable Energy Act. My question is, what exactly powers our dependence on coal-generated energy? If this speech is of any evidence, the numbers, statistics, even the more perceptible realities don't seem to add in favor of coal-generated energy. Fact is, more and more cities and provinces in our archipelago have since professed their disdain and separation from coal. Provinces such as Bohol, Guimaras, Negros, Ilocos Norte, Masbate, and South Cotabato, as well as Ormoc City, and the municipality of Sariaya have all declared their areas as coal-free zones. Why then do some parts of our country refuse to recognize the real cost of power plant in our society? As I am not in the sage position to answer my own inquiries, may I implore my more able, respected colleagues from the House Committee on Energy to look into strengthening the mandate this notable House of Representatives first introduced some 10 years ago with the advent of RA 9513, and perhaps look into lessening or even, if possible, eradicating our dependence on coal power. Speaking on a personal note, I know that my speech is set to open a Pandora's box of more questions, even contentious from my beloved friends here in this honorable chamber. But may I assure each and every one of you that I am taking this privilege, not speaking out of politics, but of genuine concern for the future of our country and my grandchildren, some of whom are residing in La Union. A cleaner future that is secured with ecological sound and more practical sources of energy, the same future which some of you present here have imagined a decade ago when you drafted and supported the Renewable Energy Act. And if we were able to do it some 10 years back, I am more than positive that we are more empowered now to steer our country to a forward course where our development is more responsible, more accountable, and more sustainable as a lasting legacy for the generations that will succeed us. As the once American President Bill Clinton said, the price of doing the same old thing is far higher than the price of change. Thank you very much for this empowering opportunity to address each and every one of you, and may God bless this honorable House of Representatives.
Thank you, Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the Honorable Milagros Aquino Magsaysay to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action. So moved, Madam Speaker.
The speech of Honorable Milagros Magsaysay is remanded to the House Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Lady from the 2nd District of Zamboanga del Sur, the Honorable Aurora E. Cerillas, to avail of the remaining time of the privileged hour. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Representative Aurora E. Cerillas of the 2nd District of Zamboanga del Sur is now recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, honorable members of the House of Representatives, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Last November 20, 2017, I delivered a privileged speech before this august body exposing the injustice done by the NAPOLCOM against Governor Antonio H. Cirillas when it issued en-banc resolution number 2017-571 withdrawing Governor Cirillas' NAPOLCOM deputation based on a confidential report that was never furnished to him, thus giving him no opportunity to explain his side. Worse, it was released at the time when several mayors were likewise stripped of their NAPOLCOM deputation for alleged drug links. As a result, the name of Governor Cirillas was included in the headlines as among the so-called narco politicians. NAPOLCOM tried to correct the press statement after my privileged speech, but it was a little too late. Damage has been done. My privileged speech was referred to the Committee on Public Safety. In a committee hearing held last December 4, 2018, the previous provincial directors, Police Senior Superintendent Sopronio El Cadre and Police Senior Superintendent Alan Nazaro, and the Provincial Intelligence Officer, Police Superintendent Pantaran, together with Lieutenant Colonel Alvin Luzon, his successor, Lieutenant Colonel Virgilio Ramos, and the incumbent battalion commander, Lieutenant Colonel Marlo Patria, all of the 53rd Infantry Battalion, attested that Governor Cirillas has not committed any abuses of authority, nor did he receive any complaint or report against him. Also, the PDEA hierarchy clearly stated that Governor Cirillas is not in the narco list. In fact, during the committee hearing, after hearing the invited guests from the PNP, PDEA, and the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the committee chairman, Honorable Romeo Acop, said that if this happened to me, he would immediately file a case against you for the injustice you have committed and for violating your own protocol. This is referring to the NAPOLCOM commissioners. Today, Madam Speaker, I stand again before you and my distinguished colleagues because I have to bring to your attention the effect of NAPOLCOM's withdrawal of deputation on illegal quarry and illegal gambling in the province of Zamboanga del Sur. In both illegal quarry and illegal gambling, the government stands as a loser. During the incumbency of Police Superior Superintendent Nazaro, he was directed by the Provincial Peace and Order Council, chaired by Governor Cirillas, to create a task force against illegal gambling pursuant to Section 63 of RA 8551, an act providing for the reform and reorganization of the PNP and other purposes, which provides, among others, that the control and supervision of anti-gambling operations shall be within the jurisdiction of local government executives. However, said Provincial Anti-Illegal Gambling Task Force was deactivated by Police Senior Superintendent John Gano Goygoyon, and which the activation was continued by his successor, Police Superior Superintendent Redentor L. Ritosto. After the deactivation of the Provincial Anti-Illegal Gambling Task Force, illegal gambling operations in the province, particularly illegal numbers game, started to proliferate. It becomes a threat to the authorized agent of the PCSO in Zamboanga del Sur. In fact, due to the sales competition, 2 personnel of the authorized PCSO agents were murdered. Did the acting PNP provincial director give justice to the family of the victims? No, Madam Speaker. As far as I know, the PNP of Zamboanga del Sur, under the leadership of acting provincial director Ritosto, did nothing about it. Illegal numbers game has been a public knowledge in Zamboanga del Sur when acting provincial director Redentor Ritosto assumed his post. Did he make any effort to stop it? No, Madam Speaker. In fact, it is a public knowledge after an expose in Sangguniang Panlalawigan session that a certain Balong Molina, who arrogated unto himself as close to PCSO Director Sandra Cam, is the widely known operator of the illegal numbers game in the province. But did Acting Provincial Director Ritosto did something to stop Balong Molina? No, Madam Speaker. In fact, Balong Molina is a regular visitor of Acting Provincial Director Ritosto in the Provincial Police Office, and Balong Molina is even provided with a police bodyguard in the person of PO1 Divino Biaco. Also, Madam Speaker, in his total disrespect to the duly constituted authorities of the province of Zamboanga del Sur, not a single meeting of the Provincial Peace and Order Council was attended by this Acting Provincial Director Ritosto since he assumed his post in Zamboanga del Sur. There was even an instance when the Sangguniang Panlalawigan requested the presence of PCSO branch manager, leaders from different municipalities, as well as the members of the provincial PNP to be resource persons. Everybody else appeared except Acting Provincial Director Ritosto, who did not even send a representative on his behalf. I wanted to believe that Acting Provincial Director Ritosto is on the side of the government when it comes to illegal gambling. Madam Speaker, but his actions speak otherwise. Not only that he did not run after the illegal numbers game operator or operators, he instead ran after a legitimate operator. I have learned recently that Acting Provincial Director Ritosto is actually going after the PCSO authorized agent. I am referring to Micas Gaming, an authorized agent corporation who became the subject of an adverse report made by Acting Provincial Director Goygoyon. His report was then made as basis in the termination of STL agency agreement. Last December 7, 2018, Micas Gaming has been complaining that it has received a termination letter from PCSO without due process. The PCSO relied its decision based on the report submitted by Acting Provincial Director Ritosto, who is hostile to Micas Gaming after the latter turned down his request for monetary contribution in order to fund an alleged project worth more than 300,000 pesos. The PCSO should not have relied on Police Senior Superintendent Ritosto's report, which is highly questionable. Moreover, such act of solicitation for monetary contribution from a PCSO authorized agent is expressly prohibited under Section 21 of the revised IRR for the STL operations of the PCSO. Madam Speaker, all of this happened after the withdrawal of NAPOLCOM deputation of Governor Sirides. It appears that the leadership of the PNP of Zamboanga del Sur does not only disrespect him, but the provincial government as well. Let me borrow the words of President Duterte when he said that when there are illegal activities happening, such as illegal gambling, there is corruption. I hope this matter will be seriously looked into by the national government, Madam Speaker. Thank you very much.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the Honorable Cerilias to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action.
The speech of Honorable Cerilias is referred to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the gentleman from Party List Anak Pawis, the Honorable Ariel Casilao, to avail of the remaining time of the privileged hour. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Congressman Representative Ariel Casilao is now recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, mga kapwa mambabatas, mainit na pagbati ang pinapaabot ng kinatawang ito mula sa Anak Pawis Party List. Sa araw na ito, Madam Speaker, Disyembre 10, ating ginugunita ang ika-70 taon ng deklarasyon ng Pandaigdigang Araw ng Karapatang Pantao. It is ironic, Madam Speaker, dear colleagues, that as we commemorate the Human Rights Day, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, we are experiencing the deterioration of human rights in the country. From the massacre of the striking farm workers of Hacienda Luisita in 2004, to the massacre of 9 farm workers in Hacienda Nene, Sagay City, Negros Occidental, peasants are being slaughtered as reprisal for their assertion to the right to land. Hanggang sa kasalukuyan, Madam Speaker, walang katarungan ang nakuha o nakukuha ng mga biktima at ang kanilang pamilya. Sa katunayan, Madam Speaker, nagpapatuloy ang pagpaslang sa kanilang hanay at taga-suporta. Lupa at nakabubuhay na sahod ang kanilang panawagan, bagkos bala ang isinukli sa kanila. Hindi nahinto ang pamamaslang at pagmasaker sa mga maralitang magsasaka at manggagawang bukid. Sa katunayan, kahit sa kasalukuyang rehimen, nagpapatuloy ang mga ganitong karahasan laban sa mismong nagpapagal para makakain ang mamamayan ng ating bansa. Nakakalungkot, Madam Speaker, dear colleagues, na silang mga food producers, sila pa itong walang makain o hirap maitawid. Ang naganap na massacre sa Sagay noong Oktubre 20 sa Hacienda Nene ay buhay na patunay dito. Siyam ang napaslang, kabilang na ang 3 kababaihan at 2 menor de edad. Hindi pa nagkasya sa walang habas na pinagbabaril ang mga biktima ng bala, ang katawan ng mga biktima ay sinunog ng mga armadong salarin. Ang mas nakakagalit, Madam Speaker, at mga kapwa kinatawan, sinisipa ng otoridad ang mga biktima. Binaboy ng mga salarin ang kanilang mga bangkay, pilit pa ding binababoy ng mga nag-iimbestiga ang krimen sa tangka na ilihis ang mga tunay na may sala na gumawa ng karumal-dumal na pagpaslang sa mga manggagawang bukid. Sa kasaysayan, Madam Speaker, lagit-lagi na lang na isinisisi sa mga mahihirap ang kanilang sinapit, kapwa ng mga nagdaan at kasalukuyang gobyerno. Ginagawa silang scapegoat sa mga kakulangan ng ating gobyerno na makapagbigay ng tunay na reforma na mag-aangat sa kanilang mga abang kalagayan sa matagal na panahon. Kapag ang mga maralita sa kanayunan ang nagalit na nagigiit ng kanilang batayang karapatan, lalo na sa lupa, madalas dahas ang tugon sa kanilang lehitimong panawagan. Dahas ang tugon ng gobyerno at ng mga Panginoong may lupa, kakutsaba ang kanilang mga pribadong grupo. Sa ilalim ng administrasyon, ayon sa grupong karapatan at tanggol magsasaka, may naitalang 11 massacre sa hanay ng mga mamayan sa kanayunan. Tampok dito ay ang Sagay 9 massacre. Gayon din ang massacre sa 2 lumad leader at edukador ng isang lumad school sa Caraga noong 2016 at ang massacre sa 8 lumad sa Lake Cebu noong 2017 na puro kagagawan po ng mga elemento ng sandatahang lakas ng Pilipinas. Katulad ng nabanggit nung una, Tila may template ang nasa kapangyarihan kung sino ang sisihin sa mga pamamaslang na ito. Walang iba kundi ang mga magsasaka, katutubo at iba pang mahihirap sa kanayunan sa kanilang sinapit. Habang kagyat na ipinagtatanggol, agad-agad ang mga armadong pwersa ng ating gobyerno sa gitna mismo ng masa na ang nagsabi kung sino ang may sala. Ang masahol, Madam Speaker, binibigyan pa ito ng parangal. Madam Speaker, nakakabahala ang ganitong kalagayan. Kung sino pa ang nagsasakripisyo para sa kapakanan ng mamayan sa ating bansa at kung sino pa ang nangangailangan ng tulong mula sa ating gobyerno, sila pa ang nagiging biktima ng karahasan. At sila pa din ang nasisisi sa bandang huli. Mayorya sa mga magsasaka ay sumisigaw ng tunay na reforma sa lupa at libreng pamamahagi ng lupa, ngunit bala ang kanilang natatanggap. Hindi panggigipit at pamamaslang sa hanay ng mga magsasaka ang sagot sa kanilang daang taong suliranin na nakaugat sa papatinding kawalan sa lupa, dulot ng pagmomonopolyo nito ng mga iilang pamilya at korporasyon. Hindi din mapipigilan ang kanilang hanay sa patuloy na pag-iit sa lupa sa kabila ng mga karahasan sa kanilang hanay. Kung makasaysayan ang pakikibaka ng magsasakang Pilipino laban sa kolonyalismo o feudalismong Espanyol, gayon din sa kasalukuyan na hindi titigil ang masang magsasaka na ipaglaban ang kanyang karapatan sa lupa at kabuhayan. Magpapatuloy sila sa kanilang pakikibaka. Madam Speaker, ang deklarasyon po na iginugunita natin sa 70 taon ng Universal Declaration of Human Rights ay hindi ibinigay ng pusa. Hindi simpleng pagkakasundo ito ng mga bansa sa buong daigdig. Iniluwal ang universal na deklarasyon na ito sa isang pakikibaka. 70 taon na ang nakakaraan, ngunit hindi pa rin natatamasa ng tunay ng mga mamayan sa buong daigdig, lalo pa ng mamayang Pilipino, ang mga nasulat na mga katitikan kung ano-ano ang mga karapatan ng bawat tao. Bagkus, madalas ang mga binanggit at mga nakasulat na mga karapatang ito ay tuloy-tuloy na nilalabag. Ang nakakalungkot, Madam Speaker, pangunahin ang gobyerno o ang instrumento ng kanyang estado ang sistematikong lumalabag nito. The duty bearers who has the responsibility to protect, uphold, defend human rights are the ones violating and perpetrating human rights violation. Kaya ang aming sigaw, Madam Speaker, stop the attacks against the people, tunay na reforma sa lupa, libreng pamamahagi ng lupa para sa mga magsasaka, at katarungan sa mga biktima ng Sagay Massacre. Magandang hapon, maraming salamat, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the Honorable Casilao to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action. So moved, Madam Speaker.
The speech of Representative Ariel Casilao is referred to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the gentleman from Party List Bayan Muna, the Honorable Carlos Isagani Zarate, to avail of the remaining time of the privilege hour. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Representative Carlos Isagani Zarate of Bayan Muna is now recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, ngayong araw po, ginugutita natin ang ika-70 taon mula nang mabalangkas ang Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Subalit, Madam Speaker, nakakalungkot dahil pagkalipas ng 70 taon, patuloy na naliligo pa rin sa dugo ang ating bayan. Sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas, labas sa digmaan laban sa mananakop, Ang nakaraang 3 taon marahil ay isa sa maituturing nating pinakamasahol dahil sa nadilig na maraming dugo ng mga Pilipino. Maalala natin, Madam Speaker, na bago pa man naupo sa Malacanang si Pangulong Duterte, nagbanta na siya na papatayin ang mga gumagamit ng droga, ang mga drug dealers at iba pang sangkot sa kalakaran ng droga. At nangyayari nga ito. Higit 20,000 na ang namamatay sa kampanya ng kasalukuyang pamahalaan laban sa droga at sa di umano'y mga drug personalities. Mga bata, matatanda, mga ama, mga nanay, mga buntis, ito ang mga pinapatay sa kampanyang ito. At halos lahat sa kanila ay mga kababayan nating nagdarahop. Kaya ito ay isang katotohanan, ito ang isa sa katotohanan ng kampanya laban sa droga, ito ay kampanya laban sa mahihirap. Ngunit, Madam Speaker, mga kababayan, mga kapwa ko mambabatas, hindi lamang buhay ng libo-libong sangkot umano sa droga ang kinikitil ng mapanupil na rehimen. Ang karahasan ng mga puwersa ng mga ahente ng Estado ay nakatutok din sa mga magsasaka na nagigiit ng karapatan ng lupang sinasaka, ng mga manggagawa na ipinaglalaban ang nakabubuhay na sahod at kasiguruhan sa trabaho, sa mga manananggol o abogadong nagtatanggol sa karapatan ng mahihirap at api, sa mga katutubong nagtatanggol sa kanilang mga lupang ninuno, sa mga kritiko ng administrasyon. Ang pagpaslang sa kanila ang nagbibigay mukha sa lumalalang pasismo at paglabag ng karapatang pantao ng Estado. Nitong nakaraang Nobyembre 6 ay pinaslang ang aming kasamahang manananggol, isang human rights lawyer na si Attorney Ben Ramos sa Kabangkalan, Negros Occidental. Siya ang ika-53 abogado na pinaslang sa ilalim ng kasalukuyang administrasyon. Si Attorney Ben ay Secretary General ng National Union of People's Lawyers, Negros, at bilang People's Lawyer ay kilalang-kilala dahil sa pagtindig niya laban sa pang-aapi sa mga magsasaka, sa patayan sa ngalan ng kampanya laban sa droga at sa mga panunupil sa karapatang pantao ng mga mamamayan, lalo na ang mga aktivista. Katunayan, siya ang tumatayong abogado sa kaso ng Sagay Massacre, ang pagpatay sa 9 na magsasaka sa Hacienda Nene matapos nilang bungkalin ang lupang tigang, bagay na hindi nagustuhan ng mga asyendero. Ang kahilay-lakbot at nakakapanggalit na pangyayaring ito, Madam Speaker, ay sinakluban pa ng pagpatay sa abogado ng mga mahihirap sa mga magsasakang walang awang pinaslang. At pagkatapos ng mga insidenteng ito, nakakabahala at nakakapanggalit rin ang sumunod na mga insidente pa. Nitong nakaraang mga araw lamang, maalala natin, Madam Speaker, na sinampahan ng gawa-gawang kaso ang kasamahan natin sa kapulungang ito, si Representative Franz Castro, at ang dati nating kasamahan sa kapulungang ito na si Casator Ocampo ng mga kasong kidnapping, human trafficking, and child abuse na talaga namang walang basihan. At nitong nakaraang araw, isang peace consultant na naman sa usapang pangkapayapaan ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas at National Democratic Front of the Philippines ang hinuli at ginawan uli ng gawa-gawang kasong illegal possession of explosives at iba pa. At ironically, Madam Speaker, sa araw na ito na ginugunita natin ang ika-70 taong pagbalangkas ng Universal Declaration of Human Rights, ay nakatanggap tayo ang kapulungang ito ay tinanggap natin ang sulat mula sa Malacanang na humihingi na naman ng 1 taong extension ng batas militar sa Kamindanawan na kahit ano pa mang pagtatakip ng militar at ng Estado ay hindi nila maitatago ang mga nangyaring paglabag sa karapatang pantao na naitala. Merong 88 cases of killings committed by soldiers and paramilitary forces nitong mga nakaraang panahon sa ilalim ng batas militar. Merong 128 na victims of frustrated killings, 1,450 illegally arrested, 139 detained with false charges, 148 individuals facing trumped-up criminal cases, and 346,940 people affected by community bombings by the military. Nakakapuot, Madam Speaker, ang mga pangyayaring ito. Walang paglalagyan ang lungkot, galit at pighati ng mga mamamayan sa walang habas na paglabag sa kanilang karapatang pantao, sa mga pagpamaslang at kawalang pananagutan sa lahat ng mga ito. Nakakapuot, nakakapanggalit ang walang hustisya. Maalala natin, Madam Speaker, na noong November 23 ay ang ikasyam na taon ng madilim na kabanata sa karapatang pantao sa Pilipinas na nangyari sa bayan ng Ampatuan sa probinsya ng Maguindanao, ang kahindik-hindik na Ampatuan Massacre. Sa katunayan, Madam Speaker, itinalaga ang ika-23 ng Nobyembre bilang pandaigdigang araw para wakasan ang kawalang pananagutan or the International Day to End Impunity upang bigyang diin ang naganap na malagim na massacre sa Maguindanao sa araw na iyon noong November 23, 2009, kung saan 58 katao, kabilang ang pamilya ng ating kasamahan na si Representative Dong Magudadadato at ang 32 miyembro ng media na walang awang pinaslang ng mga miyembro ng dinastiyang Ampatuan. Halos mag-iisang dekada na ang karumal-dumal na kasong ito, subalit tila malayo pa rin at napakaila pa rin ng hustisyang hinahanap ng mga kaanak ng mga biktima at ng mga mamamayan, katulad ng paghahanap ng hustisya ng libo-libo pang naging biktima ng paglabag sa karapatang pantao. Kaya, Madam Speaker, heto pa rin tayo. 9 na taon na nakalipas ang Ampatuan Massacre. Inaalala natin sa araw na ito ang 70th anniversary ng Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Subalit ang kadiliman ay mas lalo pang kumakalat sa ating bayan. Bukang bibig na ng bawat isa mula sa mga baryo at kanayunan hanggang sa mga urban poor communities sa kalunsuran ang mga salitang EJK or extrajudicial killing, ang tokhang, at ang takot na kahit sino ay pwedeng sumambulat sa lansangan sa kahit anong oras. Hindi lingid sa kaalaman ng lahat na ang mga ahente ng Estado mismo ang maaring kumitil sa buhay nila o ng kanilang mahal sa buhay. Ang lahat ay nanganganib dahil maya't maya nangangako ang Pangulo na patayin ko kayo. I will kill you. Madam Speaker, walang panatag sa panahon ngayon. Kamakailan, ironically, ay umaangal ang Philippine National Police kung paano silang isinasalarawan sa isang sikat na palabas sa telebisyon bilang mga kurap na mamamatay tao. Ngunit nais nating ipalaala, Madam Speaker, art imitates life, and life sometimes imitates art. Ang sumisira sa imahe ng PNP ay ang mga miyembro at opisyal mismo nito. Ilang beses na bang nasangkot ang mga miyembro ng PNP at maging ng mga militar sa mga vigilante operations, sa tanim ebidensya, sa panggagahasa, sa pamamaslang, sa pananakit, sa torture, at iba pang mga paglabag sa karapatang pantao. Ang pasismo o ang paggamit ng puwersa ng Estado upang takutin, dahasin ang mamamayan ay nanunuot sa kaisipan at sa kultura. Ang mga ito ay hindi likha lamang ng isang sikat na palabas sa telebisyon. Subalit, Madam Speaker, mga kapwa ko mambabatas, huwag tayong maniwalang hindi darating ang panahon ng paniningil, paglilitis at pagbabayad sa bawat krimen na ginawa laban sa bayan at laban sa mamamayan. Sinigurado tayong hindi natutulog ng mahimbing habang panahon ang mga pasista, ang mga magnanakaw, ang mga mapagsamantala. Sumisigaw ang lupang diniligan ng dugo ng mga mamamayan. Ito ay pataba
para sa araw ng paniningil. Kaya sa araw na ito, Madam Speaker, sa ika-70 taong pag-alala natin sa Universal Declaration of Human Rights, ang ating patuloy na sigaw, hustisya sa lahat ng biktima ng pasismo at ang paglabag sa karapatang pantao. End impunity, itigil ang pamamaslang, stop the attacks. Maraming salamat, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the Honorable Zarate to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action. So moved, Madam Speaker.
The speech of Congressman Zarate is now referred to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we extend the privilege hour for another 20 minutes. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? As the chair hears none, the privilege hour is extended for another 20 minutes.
Madam Speaker, I move that we suspend the privilege hour.
Is there an objection? The privilege hour is suspended. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Minority Leader.
The Minority Leader, Danny Suarez, is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I respectfully move that the following be recognized as Vice Chairpersons of the Committee on Public Accounts on the part of the minority. Honorable Atienza, Honorable Antonio Bravo, Honorable Luis Jose Angel Campos, Honorable Bertis, Honorable Abayon, Honorable Paduano, Honorable Salon, and Honorable Gerald Anthony Gullias Jr. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The following members are appointed to the Committee on
Public Accounts,
Public
Madam Speaker.
Account.
Madam Speaker, I respectfully move that the following be recognized as members of the Committee on Public Accounts. Honorable Garbin, Honorable Matugas, Honorable Bilaro, Honorable Carlos Roman Oy Barreta, Honorable Batucabe, Honorable Wilfredo Caminero, Honorable Cortez, Honorable Carlos Carey, and Honorable Paul Hernandez. I so move, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The following members are those appointed to the Committee on Public Accounts. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, on the part of the majority, I move that we elect the Honorable Ulysses G. Garces as member of the Committee on Youth and Sports Development. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. Representative Garces is elected to the Committee on Youth and Sports Committee. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Arlene Rosas for a short manifestation. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Representative Eileen Rosas is now recognized.
Yes, thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I would like to manifest that my explanation of vote with regards to House Bill 8655, an act defining electronic violence against women and their children, providing the protective measures and prescribing penalties thereof, amending for the purpose RA 9262, otherwise known as the Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act of 2004, be inserted in the records. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam, I move that we insert into the records the manifestation of the Honorable Rosas. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. The insertion is now approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we resume the privilege hour. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? Chair hears none. The privilege hour is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Sarah Jane I. Elago of the party list Kabataan to avail of the remaining time of the privilege hour. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Representative Sarah Jane Ilago of Party List Kabataan is now recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today not only to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, but also to expound upon the continuing and important task of promoting the fundamental right to education and the pursuit of free public education at all levels. More than a year after the passage of Republic Act 10931, or the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education, tuition and other fees are still being collected in state schools. The moribund policy of commercialization, or the policy wherein rights are priced and barcoded, remain deeply entrenched in our education system. Our struggle for free education continues. Free in the sense that it is accessible and at no cost, and free in the sense that our rights and welfare are enshrined at its core. Ang pagpasa ng RA 10931 ay mahalagang tandang bato sa pagsusulong ng libreng edukasyon. Ngunit hindi dito nagtatapos ang laban ng kabataan. At the home front, the youth and student movement still has a lot of battles to wage. The actual and swift implementation of the no collection policy, the high cost of other living expenses of students, including food, lodging, and transportation, and of course, the big elephant in the room, the yet to be slayed high cost of matriculation in private schools. Ang nakasaad sa free higher education provision ng RA 10931, wala nang kokolektahin na tuition at other school fees mula sa lahat ng qualified na undergraduate students. Ngunit ngayon, Madam Speaker, napag-alaman natin na marami pa ring mga SUCs at LUCs ang nangongolekta ng iba't ibang mga bayarin sa eskwelahan. Halimbawa, ngayon libre na ang ID fee, ngunit nangongolekta pa rin ng fee para naman sa ID list. At ito ay isa sa mga requirement para makapagpatuloy sa enrollment ang isang scholar ng bayan at makakuha ng mga subjects. Ito po ang umusbong na suliranin ngayon sa ginawang maniobra ng Unifast Board sa kanilang nilabas na implementing rules and regulations sa pagpapatupad ng RA 10931. Imbis na sakupin lahat ng mga other school fees o mga miscellaneous fees, mga bayarin na sinisingil sa mga paaralan, nilimitahan lamang doon sa 13 na nakalista na OSF o other school fees ang subsidized ng national government. Ibig sabihin, kung wala doon sa 13 na other school fees ang currently sinisingil doon sa eskwelahan, ay kailangan magbayad ng mga estudyante. Kaya ngayon, maraming nabibigla, libre, ngunit marami pa rin silang mga binabayaran na other school fees. Ang esensya, Madam Speaker, noong pagsasama ng miscellaneous fees or other school fees doon sa free higher education provision, ay wala na talagang babayaran yung mga estudyante. Pag sinabi mo na libre, walang koleksyon, walang ilalabas mula sa kanilang mga bulsa ang mga estudyante. Thus, Madam Speaker, we must forge stronger unity and step up the fight against maneuvers skirting free education, assess the overall Philippine education system, and most importantly, plan for our next steps. Our significant strides in achieving free education will contribute to greater victories amid various issues and challenges confronting the youth. Nandyan pong issue ng kontraktualisasyon, ang kawalan ng trabaho, ang mababang pasahod. Isa sa 4 na mga kabataan na nasa edad 15 hanggang 24 po ang wala sa edukasyon o hindi nag-aaral, wala ring trabaho, hindi rin naman naka-enroll sa isang training program. Yan po ay napakalaking bahagdan ng mga estudyante at mga kabataan na hindi binibigyan ng opportunity para mapaunlad ang kanilang mga potensyal bilang kabataan. Marami pang laban ang kailangan maipanalo at ang bahagi po ng laban na ito ay ang pagpapatuloy ng paglalatag ng landas tungo sa pagkamit ng hustisya at kapayapaan sa ating bayan. Dahil ang kapayapaan, Madam Speaker, gaya po ng libreng edukasyon ay magiging matagumpay, hindi lamang o isang tagumpay na anihin, hindi lamang ng henerasyon na ito, kundi para rin sa mga susunod na henerasyon. We call on the committees on basic education, a committee on higher and technical education, and youth and sports to tackle the myriad concerns of stakeholders of the education community, from attacks against democratic rights to militarization of schools. Ang iba't ibang mga issue po na yan ang kinakailangan na madinig, mapaimbestigahan at makapagplano tayo, makagawa ng mga sound decisions na nakadepende o nakabatay doon sa masusing na pag-aaral hinggil sa mga issue na ito. We strongly urge the Oversight Committee on RA 10931 to convene the soonest and take immediate actions that can stop the unconscionable move of turning free education into a scam and defend the right to free and quality education. Ngayon, hinggit kailanman, Madam Speaker, kailangan pagtibayin ang ating pagkakaisa at palakasin ang mga pagkilos tungo sa mas marami pa na mga tagumpay. Lalo na po ngayong araw sa International Human Rights Day, kasama ng kabataan at mga estudyante Pilipino, ang buong mundo, ang mga kabataan sa buong mundo na nagpapakita na sila ay handa na gampanan ang kanilang maningning, ang kanilang makasaysayan na gampanin bilang mga pag-asa ng bayan. Hamon sa ating lahat na gamitin ang lahat ng pagkakataon para isulong ang libre at makabayan na edukasyon para sa lahat, isang edukasyon tungo sa pagkilala ng mga karapatan, isang edukasyon na tungo sa pagkamit ng kapayapaan at hustisyang panlipunan. Maraming salamat, Madam Speaker, at muli isang makabayan at palaban na pagbati mula sa mga kabataan ngayong International Human Rights Day.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we refer the speech of the Honorable Elago to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action.
The speech of Representative Sara Jane Ilago is referred to the Committee on Rules for proper action. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we terminate the privilege hour.
The privilege hour is there an objection? The privilege hour is terminated.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adjourn the session until 3:00 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, the 11th of December, 2018. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Session is adjourned until 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m.